That's a corruption side over there.
Yeah.
No. You said just wherever you feel comfortable.
Hey. What are you doing?
I was called as a witness too for this. I was called as a witness for the prosecution, and I was already they already did a deposition with me, so I don't have to do anything. I just get to stand here.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
How do you remember when the original incident actually took place?
I believe the 30th of June, I think.
Oh.
It's sometime in June.
Oh my god!
It's on the thingy that I posted, the original date.
Oh no, sorry, the
I think it
19th of
was-
June.
Yeah. It happened a long time ago.
19th is when the original sim fuckery happened.
Are you wait the actual incident? No.
Where they yeah, with the
So
SIM
it
card.
depends what you mean with the actual incident. I think the 19th
Like
is
when the
Tilly
card
got
was taken.
kidnapped.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
June 19th.
Wow. Okay. That's not as bad as I thought it was, to be honest. I thought it was 3 months.
Where am I supposed to stand?
Coyote, this is the side if you disagree with it, what they did. Yeah.
Disagree with what, senor?
You know
Evidence
why you're
tampering.
here?
Well, I'm trying to figure out.
What do you mean? Do you not look at the docket?
I don't think the defense has spoken to them.
See, no one's speaking to me.
Classic.
What?
Angel
no
speak
one-
to
Wait,
me.
how'd you
one's
know to show up
Said
then?
anything.
Okay, I will say just
They
for
sent me an email
like I will
last
just
second.
say just for the sake of you know, so the defense doesn't lose their shit. Tilly and Coyote probably shouldn't speak to each other until
Yeah,
after
that's a good idea.
they
Yeah.
Too late.
testify.
Okay.
Well, just don't talk about like the actual thing.
Oh, okay.
Where's your
You guys
glasses?
can
Like you
talk to each
should.
other. Just be
Oh,
careful
really?
about it.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
I like
I
your
go ahead
tie.
and feed it. Special.
Oh, yeah, it looks good. You look like you're ready for court.
My tie is pinned to my chair.
It is. Yeah.
You can check by pulling on it.
You want me to?
That is
pull
what
on-
a type in is for, Coyote.
I'm gonna go say hi to my old partners. They should be really happy to see me.
Yeah, they'll be excited. Show me a tie.
Hola, how you doing? Are you here to watch the big case?
Bro, Coyote
I
is
like
so.
Coyote. He's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, andale, wait, is that them?
I always imagine Coyote as the guy that like pees with his pants all the way down to his ankles.
Long time no see.
Maybe.
How are you? How are you?
So where's my birthday gift, by the way, Tilly?
Hello, Miss Queenie.
Actually, the guy, they took it before I came in here, but I have it. I have it
You
for
have
you.
it? You have
I
it?
I love
wow,
Coyote. He's
wow.
such a
Yes,
great
but this
character,
cat
man.
has it.
Oh, I'm
Nino
so
got you
excited.
something too, actually.
You did?
I did, yes.
Wow, thank you.
Yep. I bought you a dog.
You bought me a dog?
Yep, but we gotta wait till they're imported.
Alright.
Wow. Holy
Yep.
shit.
Yep. I signed the
Awesome.
legislation for like pets and stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? Let's get Tilly a dog for her birthday.
Can I say hello to the
You
judge
said
and
let's
stuff
get
and
Tilly a
introduce
dog for her
myself?
birthday? That's what you said?
But you're gonna get Tilly a dog?
Oh, thank you.
No,
Nino, stop.
you there.
That's so
okay.
sweet of you. Thank you.
I'm not getting you a fucking dog.
You just said it.
Sorry, what, Coyote?
Hey, can I say hi to the judge?
Yeah.
I'm getting a dog.
Hello, sir. How you doing? What time do you need to leave?
Listen, I don't want to throw a sticky stuff, but once I'm calling is done, I have to run out of here. If you do not like this, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Hey, Raiker, I know I'm the reason you got fired, but I wish you all the best today. I'm here to support you.
Is that Kyle?
I think
Kyle?
so.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how you doing,
Kyle?
Brett?
It's good to
Yes,
see
the
you.
Marshal, all of 9 days.
Hey, what did you do for 9 days, fuckhead?
Uh,
Oh yeah,
okay.
only fuck everything up. Hey, what's up?
I was
Sure.
anyone to talk shit about
take
your
a look.
marshalship when you're the
Kyle?
only one that's actually shown any
Hello.
presence of the marshal.
Wait, what?
Where the fuck are they? Where are they?
Hey, I hope they I hope they fucking use the recording against you where you fucking violated those rights, and broke your bar shit. I hope that fucking shit comes up in court, Atlas. Fuck you.
Apparently, the way you stand it has a big
I'm gonna
deal
be
with the
honest.
that you
Roman
supported him
Atlas
to
is kind of a
stand in the
bitch.
center.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
Roman
Oh
Atlas
yeah.
is a bitch. I'm gonna fucking shoot him after this when he's walking out.
That's it. You're not antagonizing each other anymore. Behave.
What the fuck?
Can you say that again?
Wait, do they have those
Okay.
powers too?
Thank you. Sorry, Marshall.
Marshals are judges.
No, they're bailiffs.
Oh, did they
Oh.
bring him in as a bailiff, or is that like also on their list of things that they can do?
I think it's on the list.
Oh, nice.
Did it get added right before the case?
No, that one's been there for a while.
You check
Let
that
me
in
see.
history.
Okay. Do we have everybody? Or are we waiting on anyone?
I broke it.
Robin, do you
Who do you
have
think's gonna win?
everybody from your side here?
Tony is on the way.
I'd be surprised if
Unless the
Raiker wins this.
prosecution really fumbles,
believe so, Your Honor.
I think it's
I think
pretty
everybody's present.
obvious with all
Sounds
the actual
Let's wait
evidence.
for Tony
think
They
They're gonna
tried
have
to
a
get
hard
me to be a
time.
witness for this, and I told them to go fuck themselves.
I don't know why they called 2 witnesses who have a vested interest against them.
Because most
At least,
people ain't
probably-
smart.
Tilly
they're-
does.
Probably arguing some kind of malicious prosecution.
Oh, I was malicious as shit when I was going after them.
Okay.
I mean, they won't be able to
good thing
prove
it was
that, though.
Angel that pushed it technically.
Oh yeah, I didn't push it. I just gathered the intel. Wish I had my gun on me. I'd fucking smoke those motherfuckers over there.
They tried to like get my
If
they
you
did a
wonder why
deposition
Nino
with
is so
me,
backing a Pred,
before all this, and they tried
Pred was there
And they see
anytime
it.
Nino's life
they
was
know
in
it's
to
just
right
danger.
in my
We
face.
did have a gun.
Yeah, hey,
And
this
Why does your
don't.
hands
Alright,
smell like cheese?
bro,
I had some
Pred
fucking
was a
cheese
great
puffs
marshal,
before I
man. I'm
came
still
here,
sad
alright?
he's not a marshal.
We
Like
should watch
every
it.
time,
You want some? I got
littlest
some
thing,
on my coat.
marshals would
I'm
come through.
okay.
It was
You
so
want a
like
nibble on my
immersive, you
finger?
know?
Nope, I do not.
Alright.
But like they did a deposition with me before this, and they tried to like get my whole statement like thrown out because
obviously he was
I
in a
wouldn't
gang, but it's too
comment
bad,
on,
like,
current police procedures.
The way he got done dirty, I think.
Because I'm not
You
a
don't
cop
have to.
anymore.
I mean, I think he fucked up a little
They were
bit,
asking me
but
about
did he
like, how
really? I
boys
don't
work,
know.
And I was just like,
I feel
I'm
like
not
the
a cop
standard for
anymore.
getting rid
And
of
they
him
tried to
was
get my whole thing
exceptionally
thrown out.
lower than the
Also, for some
standard
reason,
that
apparently
I would
Raiker just
apply to
happened
anybody
take
else.
2 screenshots. Of
So
the
I
full
don't
channel
know.
before he got
That was
fired.
crazy.
Oh my
Actually, fuck. Like they, I don't know about that one.
Like, we asked
That
them
was
who
a
gave him
little.
the screenshots, and they said it was Raiker. So
That was a little.
Right. yeah.
Damn, I always knew Riker was a fucking idiot.
I'm
That's why it was easy for me to go after.
That was something.
And then the Atlases ain't gonna help them. They're dumb as fuck too.
I think Grace is all right, but
I think Grace is even dumber than Roman.
I think the argument is he looked at his notes and read something he couldn't remember doing, so he took it out.
Oh my god.
What a fucking idiot.
When
Don't
any normal
fucking
person would go, "Oh yeah, that did happen." I guess it must have happened because I wrote it down at the time.
Well, I don't remember being in this picture when I
I
was
mean-
4 in a Wolverine costume. Get that the fuck out of here. That didn't happen.
that didn't.
I might actually use that in the closing.
I don't know. My whole thing is like.
Are the
people make
marshals
mis-
prosecuting?
Like, yeah, marshals are
Yeah.
prosecuting.
Who?
Like, people make mistakes. People do dumb
I'm the
shit.
prosecutor.
But like, if you just can't like own up to it and take accountability for it, I think that's like the bigger issue. Is this guy just straight up tried to cover it up and lie?
Yeah,
Mhm.
sometimes people fuck up. You just got to say, yeah, I fucked up.
think it also like honestly shows like a lot of character when people own up to their mistakes.
I interviewed that fucker 3 times, so I mean, that motherfucker hated my ass. Him and Maeve both, they hated me.
In his confession that he said to Bell, he said he did so bad in the interrogation because you rattled him, Fred.
Yeah, that's why I'm a good interrogator.
Cops shouldn't get rattled though.
Oh, I can rattle anybody.
The problem is anyone can be a cop nowadays.
Mhm.
Except I can't. They fired my ass from the marshals.
What's the evidence again?
People said I was a
He
member
said,
of a
she
gang.
said. Yeah, sounds
Yeah.
about right.
I think 2 people said I was a member of a gang.
Also, one of the questions I tried to ask it was, did
I'm
you
in
wait
Chang
so
gang.
long to FOIA so that the officers would have a harder time remembering stuff?
Oh, I was just dragging my feet.
Hey, what's going on, Coyote?
Sorry, Tilly. I'm a bad lawyer.
I
Wait, what
brought
happened?
Never mind.
How you doing, senor lawyer?
I'm doing okay. Should be a pretty easy
When I interviewed Tilly,
dude,
she
it's
asked me if I
so
wanted to make a sex tape with her. I had to cut
I
that
did
part
not say
out.
that. I did not say that. I did not ask that. I asked if you wanted to help with the sex tape. Okay.
Pred did mess up, yeah, but
It sounds like
Solo,
And then
was it gonna be a solo scene or like multi-person?
not the
I wasn't going to be in it. I can tell you that.
the
much. I
bar
find
that Nino
Tilly
would
to
have
be
expected. You know what I
repulsive.
mean?
Plus, I don't want
What
to
the
catch
fuck?
anything.
you trying to get Fred to be a fluffer?
A what?
A fluffer.
What's a fluffer?
CG in the
You know what a
front, CB
fluffer
in the
is,
back.
Robin.
I thought you guys were gonna be discussing the
Yeah.
case over here.
I'm not going to be fluffing nobody. Only thing I'm going to be doing is, listen, if I was
Fluff
an adult
this.
film actor, I'd be fluffing myself.
What is
Fair
fluffing
enough.
mean?
It's when you
Yeah.
give someone a blowjob till they get a hot on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, at the court case.
Keep the people
Oh,
going.
okay.
Yep.
I'll head over.
See you in a bit.
Like, sometimes those scenes really go on for a while. Did you ever see the pictures of the behind the scenes when it's like the cameraman's that fat, morbidly obese guy in the wheelchair?
As the fluffer? Wait, what do you mean?
No, he's not a. No, he was the filmer. He was the cameraman.
Oh,
It's funny as shit.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, Robin, you're gonna run circles around the atlases.
Yeah, I mean the changes are in plain text in the MDT. It's like really should just be a summary judgment, but
Are lawyers like forced to take on cases if needed?
I don't know if I've ever seen someone
Hold
be
on, the
assigned.
judge.
We have a ETA from Tony.
He just twatted out, so couple minutes.
All right, sounds good.
The reason I say is like I'm just kind of. It
No, I
says a lot if
never-
you want to take on a case like this. Like
Mm.
I feel like a lawyer's reputation has meaning behind it, and it's like taking on a case for I don't know, like a fucking I don't know. This is not a case I would ever want to take on the other side.
Yeah, as a lawyer, it's your job to work in the best interest of your client, and taking this to court instead of just pleading out is not in the best interest.
Yeah, I would have.
No.
If I was an attorney, I'd definitely plead this one out for like an
Mhm.
adjudicated, like faster process to get back and
Mhm.
becoming a member of PD or some shit.
That's a PD
This is the
meeting
problem
taken
with
back.
dumb. Can I tell you what the issue is? A lot of people always think they're smart, but they're actually really fucking dumb. Now, I'm in the top 5% of human beings when it comes to intellect,
Fucking Brad, dude.
with a margin of error for 5%. So that means I'm above them.
It's quite impressive.
Yeah, I went from having 131 IQ to 139. So I mean, I'm only getting smarter as I age.
Look at the amount of shit that Pred says is fucking hilarious.
Fine one.
Going back to like the lawyer thing about them representing him, wasn't like the whole issue that like he showed that thing to his lawyer and they advised him on like what to do with that report?
Yep, we thought about trying to get them off the case because of it, but it would also just delay everything so much longer.
Party. Court is now in session for the matter
Oh,
of
shit!
People versus
Oh my god, dude, this is
Raiker.
gonna be so
We are
good.
here today to examine the criminal charges.
I
brought
love
against
Robin and
Roman
Tony,
Ellis.
man.
wife
First,
did
I'd like to
actually
Tony's
examine
gone
the
so
defendant.
far.
recording
Please
that
step
she
forward.
was giving information between both parties involved while they were representing them separately.
Mr. Raiker, today you were charged with one times evidence tampering.
If I
Do you
didn't get
understand the
fired, I was
charges
going to
brought
put in a
against
big
you and
ass
the
bar
nature of today's
complaint.
proceeding?
Yeah,
Jesus.
To the charge of one times evidence tampering, how do you plead?
not guilty.
Very good. Any preliminary matters or pretrial motions that we need to attend to?
Why'd he
before we
come to court dressed like a limp
Done from the
biscuit?
state.
start?
One quick moment, Your Honor. We may have
It is
one.
an interesting choice.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
He's just getting ready for that criminal lifestyle.
Yep.
They've had ample time to make any motions.
I wouldn't mind rattling them. Hey, so how's things going with Ray, by the way, Kit? You
Really
break that off
good.
yet?
Nope.
I don't think
Nope,
it's
we're
not going to
doing
work.
good.
You got to give up on it.
What? Why do you always say that?
Yeah, it's just I'm just trying to help you out. That's all.
No, everything is good. We hung out yesterday for my birthday. That was really fun.
Oh, happy birthday!
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I got you something.
You did?
Yeah.
He does.
Okay,
Your
I'm
Honor, can we
excited.
put like a I don't know, like a timeline on this? Because they've had like extra weeks to bring up any more pretrial motions. Given the fact
Here
that
you
their
go,
own
it's,
witnesses on a timeline,
autographed
I'm on a
ID.
timeline. Like,
Wow.
I'll give him a
Thanks.
Kyle
I'm gonna-
Pred first edition. That's the first idea I had when I came to this city.
Cool.
Dude, I
Appreciate
can't wait
that.
for
I'll
this.
Keep it forever.
It's gonna be a fun one.
Hey, don't go impersonating me. I ain't got any money.
I
Your
don't
Honor,
think
we do
anybody
not
would
have any
believe me if I
pretrial
tried.
motions. However, I don't know if it's necessarily my place to say this or not, but the prosecution added an additional charge to the docket later that you did not ask for a plea from my client about.
Give me one moment.
Really
yes, Your
surprised
Honor,
that
it's
the
perjury.
prosecution didn't catch that.
I did catch that. My apologies. The amended charges list does include one times perjury. Mr. Raiker, to the times of
I forgot
one
they
ti- or
pushed
to the count of
perjury.
one times perjury. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Why the fuck did they take this to
Oh, they
court?
Court
did?
notes that both the perjury and the witness tampering charges, or sorry, the evidence tampering charges are pleas have been entered if not guilty.
I'm getting my bar again.
Bit of point of order from the court, as indicated, the
Your
defense witness
felonies?
officer Coyote. hope
I
I'm
slept
pronouncing
through
that
all my
correctly,
warrants.
Has limited availability today and needs to get going. So what we're going to do is we're going to proceed to opening statements, knock those out, and then a bit out of order, we're going to call the defense witness.
All you have is
Coyote
littering?
first, and then we'll proceed as normal with
Yeah.
the state's case in chief. Any objections from the state on that?
No.
none,
You
Your
should
Honor.
get your bar
With
again.
that, we'll proceed to opening statements. State when you're ready.
It's not wrong.
Your Honor, peepers of the court. Today we're here for a pretty simple case that I'm surprised has even made it to court. What
Oh,
we'll show today is plain and
that's a
simple.
great way to start the
Mr.
line.
Raiker changed his statement to cover his ass.
Yeah.
He removed items from a sworn statement in a report so that he
Bruh.
would look better in an upcoming civil case. He took out just the bits that would remove his culpability.
Bruh.
The man knew what he was doing, confessed what he was doing to
Bruh.
a command member. He should have just pled guilty weeks ago, but here we are. Today we'll show the man is
Robin
guilty of
sounds so
evidence
done.
tampering and perjury, evidence tampering for changing the statement, and perjury for submitting it knowing it was going to be evidence for a court case. That's what we'll show today. Thank you.
Bruh. What up?
I did all the work on this one, and I don't even get any of the benefits of gloating about it.
Very good. Defense when you're
You
ready.
can still gloat about it.
Nah, fuck
Your
the
Honor,
marshals.
ladies and gentlemen of the court, the prosecution is making some serious allegations against Mr. Raiker today, yet there is very little evidence to prove those claims. Their evidence primarily consists of speculation by the marshals that Mr. Raiker's statements were inconsistent and therefore nefarious. Despite the huge amount of time that passed between the initial incident and Mr. Raiker's attempts to recall them. With such flimsy evidence on the part of the prosecution, we ask the court to find Mr. Raiker not guilty of such serious charges. Thank you. And Your Honor, can we please have some decorum in the courtroom and not have people booing the defense?
I do not hear anybody come up here doing the defense, or anybody making any outbursts in the back of the courtroom. You're ordered to stop. Do not make proceedings or you will be held in contempt.
Oh, Your Honor.
Oh,
my partner's been Thanos snapped. Robin, wake up!
That happens from time to time. As soon as Mr. Ferrara returns, we will proceed
Contempt
with
this,
the
Judge
defense
Pussy.
witnesses.
I'm gonna think-
In the meantime,
think
we'll go
about
ahead and have
something for a
Officer
minute.
Karate step up here. We get you sworn in, get that taken care of, and we'll let.
Dude, it's so fucked, bruh.
Has returned. Okay.
Hola, buenos dias.
Hello. You can come up to the witness stand right here. You can either sit down or stand, whatever you prefer. The Marshal Grayson will swear you in.
Hello, Officer Diaz. Will you raise your left hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear and affirm that the testimony you're about to give this court is the truth?
Hey,
the
can you
whole
give me
truth,
my
and
ID
nothing but
back
the
so I can
truth,
throw it at
under
the
the pains and
atlases?
penalties of perjury? So help you, Frank Williams.
Where's Frank
Wait, what do you mean?
He's been sworn in, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Wait, I didn't
Your
swear
Honor,
in.
I'd
I
like to
didn't
object to
understand.
that.
I didn't
He
understand.
did not
this.
confirm.
Did not confirm.
Who is Frank William?
Who? Oh, you said who? I thought you said we. I thought you were speaking French.
No, I know. I don't know who is Frank William, but I swear to say nothing but the truth. So help me in the God in the sky.
Yeah, well, Frank Williams is one of those gods in the sky.
Okay.
We have a pantheon around these.
Isn't Frank William the cop?
I think I
Didn't
snapped
the
his
god go
ankles
by
a long
another
time
name?
ago in a chase years back.
I'm not sure. I've never heard about Frank Williams.
Is he
I
related
don't
to
know.
Frank
Let me
Williams?
get my ID back so I can throw it at the atlas.
All right.
Who?
I get you
Unsure.
another one.
Frank Williams.
Who?
Cowboy singer.
No idea.
Oh, wait, yeah, stoner minded.
If I do it now, it'll be too obvious. I gotta wait.
May I have a seat?
They're gonna
Yeah,
get
absolutely.
contempt and probably littering.
How much is contempt, you think? Because I have no fucking money.
Up to the
Depends on what the
judge.
judge rules.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go sell some drugs after this, I guess.
Chat, I've been really enjoying playing Nino and Brian.
Diaz.
I don't
You
think I'd be able to
struggling
do
sit
it,
down?
but it's such a great
Just sit down.
palate cleanser.
You don't
That's
think
hard to
it's
kind of
understand
explain
enough in it?
of how
Whatever makes you
it
most comfortable.
makes RP refreshing and like new every day, if that kind of makes sense. By the way, if you're new to the channel, be sure to slap that follow button. Also, chat, we are 55 subs away from our sub goal. And just so we don't forget, we are sponsored by ExpressVPN. Get 3 additional months for free with a 1-year subscription. There you go. Link in chat. Encrypt your internet. Minimize your ping and lag with video games. Prevent ISP throttling. And use it on all devices. 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're getting hacked by the Blaners,
Just kidding.
not any longer. ExpressVPN.com.
And that's a
That's-
funny joke.
dasMEHDI.
I love jokes.
I believe.
Yeah,
Mr.
I think
Bonus
I agree.
from
Yo, Anonymous, think of the 5
audience
gifted subs, man.
proceed.
I definitely think like it's like 2 different video games of RP. Gumpy, think of the 7 months. You don't have to worry about like knowing meta on one and applying it on the other. It's like Oh man, that's my favorite part. Like, that's always my worry with playing more than one character. Yo, Treek, thank you for the 5 gifties. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That's where you know meta on one character and it's like spoiler on the other. But like it kind of prevents that. Anonymous, thank you for the gifty. Yo, let me get some Medi shakes in chat. Shake that ass. Shake that ass, chat.
Okay, thanks. Officer Diaz, can you please tell the court about the incident in the People's A, report 8296?
I'm unfamiliar in the top of my head what that is. Should I pull it out in an MDT or something?
No, it's fine. The incident with Tilly that brings us here today.
Like my understanding of it?
Yeah, well, I'm asking for your recollection of it. Can you tell the court about that incident?
Objection calls for narrative.
I'll let him start answering the question, make sure it doesn't get too long. And Robin, if you think it goes too much into a narrative, feel free to object again.
Yeah.
Okay? Proceed.
Okay. This was first bringing to my attention. Oh, well, actually, we were kidnapped by Senor Mr. K. I went to go meet in Tilly one day, and she was reluctant to meet me. She was really emotional. So I, in a matter of gallantry, cloaked off duty and went to go see her. But when I arrived, a car pulling up and a masked figure taking us to a dark, lonesome shack by the water in Cattail Pond. Excuse me, Catfish Trail.
Okay, just one individual?
No, it was an entire gang. It was Mr. K and his entourage.
And
The really ugly
how
one.
many?
See?
What do you mean the ugly one?
The one that who looked like Voldemort, Mr. K. You know him?
I'm familiar.
See? So they interrogate us. They put a blowtorch to Tilly's face. And long story short, they eventually let us go, but they took our telephones from us. But they led us to believe that, or at least they led Tilly to believe they're going to give hers back.
Okay, so they took yours as well, but
Hey,
didn't
what up,
promise
Billy?
to
What
give
up,
it
what
back?
up, Jack? What
See,
you up
see,
to?
They took mine. I didn't
What
know
the
they were
fuck?
going to give it back. Tilly told me. Like, oh, did you hear? They were going to give it back.
I'm in court.
Yo, Shuji, thank you for the
I'm
4
in court
months.
right now. I'm in court right
This
now.
guy fucking
I was
serious.
really
Okay.
scared. See?
Oh no, hey. Oh,
All right.
I gotta.
So what happened after? Oh, actually, let me go back a little bit. You said an entire gang. How many individuals were there?
Well, initially, I think they were poor. They pull up in a car or three,
What
but
does this
when
have
we were in
to
the
do
shack
with anything?
by the water, more of them came in the darkness.
That's a good question.
All right. And how did you know that it was Mr. K?
Objection relevance. What's this got to do with Mr. Raiker's guilt?
Response.
Your Honor, everything is predicated on this
understand.
incident. I feel that it's, prudent to
It's
lay some
not
foundation
really.
as to what
Like
occurred.
the guy just decided to look
It's
through a
not
phone.
relevant to them getting kidnapped. It's relevant to Raiker changing his statement about something that happened after the kidnapping.
Last response from the defense.
Your Honor, the kidnapping is what preceded the events that brings Mr. Raiker to court today, and the prosecution's own evidence
Still
the
has
People's
no
A
bearing
is the
on like
report of
Riker's
this.
own actions.
I do believe that I'm allowed to ask him some questions about this to lay a foundation, to establish credibility, to find out recollection.
Okay, is the
Wait, is this the
any part of the
CG did it defense?
tampering of evidence have to do with the identification or anything having to do with the individuals related in the underlying incident? Specifically, Mr. K, who I believe is the subject of the question that is pending.
Can you repeat that question again, please?
Does any of the alleged evidence tampering or changing of statements have anything to do with the identification of Mr. K or the individuals on scene?
Can I ask for a sidebar, Your Honor?
Sure.
He
Yeah,
smoked
Roman
her
Atlas's
he
wife ain't
smoked her
that good.
shit.
I think I know what the defense is. I'm starting to see it.
What's the defense?
CG did it.
God, get out of here, Nino.
What? Well, what the hell is
They're gonna
other the
pull you
point?
up
Like,
to
why
the
do we
floor.
need to know all this shit?
We don't. They're just. I think that they're just trying to deflect, and they're just trying to pull focus on what we're actually here for,
Yeah.
or they're trying to gather information for the civil suit.
Oh,
Because they know that they can't fucking do anything
Mm.
with this.
that actually that's smart.
Bet your Roman's over there in those tight ass pants losing his shit.
Because like anything that's mentioned here today, they can. If I don't know if they're gonna defend him for the civil suit, but
I love being a
anything
little
that's mentioned
shit,
for
chat.
that, you know, they can use anything that's mentioned here, they can use for that. So if I knew that I was gonna lose something, but I had the chance to, you know, maybe use what I learned here in another one, I'd probably just focus on that, honestly.
Hmm.
Turn a sidebar.
Yeah, dude. There's a little stir, you know, a little stir stare.
And I would have done some scumbag shit if I was Raiker.
What do you mean? He
I
did do
wonder-
scumbag shit.
No, I mean, I would have done some scumbaggy shit with this court case. I would have been like, hey, guys, can we just. All right, I won't plead guilty, but can I just take the charges and then go about my life and work towards getting on the PD? And I wouldn't get them to. I wouldn't give them anything in writing, and then I'd appeal the charges to put them on the defense.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I mean, fuck it, because
Right
at that point, you're only
now-
fucking yourself with the marshals. You're not fucking yourself with the PD at that point.
Yeah.
Then I'd get a written deal with the LSPD to like speed up the process of my hiring, and then I'd fucking appeal.
All right, defense may proceed with questioning. Follow the sidebar.
Underhanded shit. Hello? Hello? Underhanded?
Answer the question.
Yes, the pending question on the table was, how do you know it was Mr. K?
Oh yeah, I will tell you. I will never
What do
forget.
you guys think about
He
chicken
put
wings?
his hand
I like chicken
in
wings.
his head and he ripped off the
Yum.
mask, and I saw his face.
With ranch.
Yeah.
It was a beam of light shining
I
through
like
the
dipping
crack
fries in ranch.
in the shack, and it was illuminating his hideous face with the moonlight.
All right, thank you.
See?
What happened when what did you do once you were released from the kidnappers?
Well, the first thing I wanted to do was look in Tilly and embrace her, but then I
She
practiced
doesn't
a little
sound
bit of poise
confident
because I
in
remember
her
I was still
questioning.
angry at her.
No. Yeah, I feel like
So then
Okay.
she's
we
preparing to
without
get
embracing,
for an
and
objection.
we just kind of laughing and happy and elated, and we just kept walking and walking to the nearest like sign of civilization, which was the scientist laboratory that was close by.
Oh,
as we
they're
got
at
there,
the
we found the guard.
court center.
And we said, please, señor, calling the policia, por favor, calling
Por
911.
favor.
We are safe.
Bro, I love Coyote.
All right. And which officers arrived on scene?
Oh, señor, Slack. He came like a shining hero. He was so happy to see us safe.
Okay. And did you see Mr. Raiker there?
I don't remember 100%. He could have been there. I'm pretty sure he was. I don't know for 100,000% certain. I remember because I was looking in Slack face, and there were other officers there too. I want to say Raiker was there, but I cannot say for 1,000,000,000% certainty.
Okay.
I was talking to Senior Slack about Commissioner Mack.
Okay.
Yep.
Did you mention the your phone being taken in your statement to the police?
I'm pretty sure. Then I say what happened. I say they didn't kill us, and they took everything. But I went off duty to talk to Tilly before we were kidnapped. So the only thing I had on my person was my telephone.
Okay. And when you gave your statement, did you provide officers with your phone number?
Objection
in
leading.
case it was.
All right. To the limited question of did he provide his phone number, I'll say, well, that is a yes or no question. It's not inherently leading him to answer either in the affirmative or negative. That's overruled. Try not to color it any further than that, Ms. Atlas.
Yes. Did you provide your?
No, they know my phone number. Everyone knows my phone number.
Sorry,
I'm
for the
sorry.
court's note, is that a yes or a no, sir?
I don't remember if they specifically. No, I don't think so. But everyone knew my number. Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Okay. Can you prove that all the officers involved had your phone number already?
Objection.
What?
Speculation.
That's a crazy question.
Oh, wait, hold on, sir. Give us just a moment. There's a pending objection. Response.
Oh,
from
I
the
can't wait.
Well, it's, he's speculating that they all had his number, so I'm asking if he can prove that they do. That's not speculation. That's asking for a fact.
response from the state.
I mean, if we agree that him thinking that is speculation, then sure. I mean, it's their witness. If they wanted to speculate, he can speculate.
All right. As to whether or not he can prove it or not, that inherently in itself is not speculation. The question does not call for speculation with regard to that, so I will overrule the objection.
Wait, how is it gonna produce quest? What?
A lot of people were worried, and they kept calling me over and over again, and I wasn't picking up, so they got worried. And then I said, well, I wasn't picking up because they took it, and I was kidnapped.
Okay.
And
that,
every
that
phone
doesn't
number
answer
for...
the question, Coyote. That.
Wait, sorry.
Please.
Go ahead, ask again. Sorry, I'm just trying to help
Can you prove that the officers involved in
Wait,
this case?
yeah, but they're asking him to produce evidence.
Your kidnapping. Can you prove that they
What
had
is this?
your-
I don't get this question.
How do
I
you
just
prove
don't
that?
think that they have anything to go off of, so they're just trying to muddy everything.
And you will see that
I don't know how you can ask this
It's a
question.
weird line of questioning, to be honest.
in that period.
Motion for
Your
continuance based on that
Can
right
I
there.
have their sidebar, please?
Wait, I don't.
Christ.
They asked the question. How can you?
Why don't they just like motion to treat him as a hostile witness then, if they're gonna act this way?
Yeah, they're asking a
Hey, what's up there,
unimprovable
Basic?
But,
fucking
he's
thing.
not,
Like,
he's
what
not
is?
even
Even
being,
listening, case, I don't
he's not even
understand.
being a hostile witness. They're just being like kind of hostile towards him.
Can you prove it? Like, what the fuck? Like,
How the
is
fuck
it
are you
fucking
supposed to
smoking
prove
crack?
it?
He's not here to prove anything. He's here just to answer questions.
Yeah. Might be something that could be even objected on, to be honest. Because they're having, what does prove? Like, I don't understand the word "prove" in that question. Like, prove based on what? What's the litmus?
I think this is getting to a point where Weiss needs to rein this in a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. What?
I'm very confused by that question.
All right. So just to clarify, you did not give officers you did not specifically give officers your number in the police report. Is that correct?
It's asked and answered.
What?
I went to say see, but I don't remember 100%.
Okay.
I don't recall giving my number,
They
but they
should have
could have
objected
asked
to
me, and I
that.
may have given it. I just don't remember.
Okay.
See,
All right. Moving on to the charges against Mr. Raiker. Did you personally witness Mr. Raiker interact with these SIM cards?
no.
I don't understand what this has to do with anything.
But I
in
asked
your-
him about it.
And what was the basis of that question? Why did you ask him about that?
Well, I remember Tilly was really happy that she was going to get her phone back. They had called her and let her know. Someone had called her and let her know, one of the kidnappers or an associate of the kidnappers, that they're going to get the phone back. And then she told me, and she was happy because she said, oh, slacking them, they're going to go get the phone back. And then later I saw her again, and she was really sad. She was disgruntled. She had a sad face. See, and I said, what's wrong?
Okay.
And she told me.
Go ahead and.
You're not letting
Okay,
him finish.
so you didn't witness any of this firsthand.
I witnessed Tilly being sad, and I personally talked to Raiker about the situation.
Okay, so you only know about what happened from Tilly with this regard. Is that correct?
Objection leading.
Disdain. Rephrase that question, please.
Okay. Do you only know about the incident from Tilly?
Objection leading.
Oh, sorry.
He
It's a yes
literally
or no
just
question, Your
said
Honor.
Ann Riker. He literally
Just
said
because
he
it's
spoke
yes or
to
no doesn't mean
Riker.
it can't be leading.
I agree, but also just inherently because it's yes and no doesn't mean it's leading. Do you know?
Wait, there's a sequel for Lord of the Rings coming out?
Go ahead and rephrase that again, please. It's sustained.
Yes, Your Honor. Sorry, thinking about how to rephrase that.
I mean, she could ask, "How do you know about this incident?" But then he would say, "From Tilly and Riker."
Just a moment.
No worries.
There was rattled as Raiker was during the interrogation. I said they're as rattled right now as Raiker during interrogation.
All right. No further questions on direct for this witness.
All right, very good. Cross-examination.
Hey, Cody, how you doing?
Hola, I'm doing good, thank you.
Hey, I'm gonna try to keep this brief. I know you got some obligations afterwards, but in your testimony, you mentioned you were signed off duty. What's your occupation again?
Police officer,
Police officer.
United
what the-
States, Los Santos Police Department.
Okay. Do you have a staff profile as a police officer?
I am pretty
Objection
sure
relevance?
What? Wait, hello?
It's highly
How
relevant,
is
Your
it?
Honor.
What the
If he's a
fuck?
police officer, I'd like to see if he has a staff profile because it does have information about him, including his phone number.
It's a foundational question as well, I believe. Tony will get to the
Oh.
point in the next one.
Yeah.
All right.
This number is in there.
I'll overrule it briefly. Get to the point quickly, please.
It is my understanding that every staff member have one. I personally don't look in the staff profile, but I know that I had my numero in the public profile, like the regular
Oh.
MDT profile. See?
Oh, okay. Oh, you have it in your MDT profile as well. Okay.
Well, it should have been there. See?
Okay.
Objection, Your Honor. Phone numbers are not visual in the public MDT.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are.
On the staff profile section,
Perjury.
notes that they are in the in their MDT profile notes that obviously is not.
Did you just say
however, that would be
perjury to the
objection
lawyer?
that can be clarified on redirect.
Yeah, I mean, I forget if she's throwing bullshit. I might as well join in.
What is acceptable and what is not to the public. Go ahead. You can continue your question.
Cody, I can see your staff profile. Can officers see your staff profile?
See, when I say public profile, I mean like as an officer, when you pull out the MDT, you could just look up people. I have mine in there.
Okay.
See, I don't know if you can see it like in the public at the courthouse, just anybody.
I'll do it when they do the change. I'll go get food, eat it, and run back.
So anybody in the LSPD can search it.
See.
Dude, Coyote plays like
As an
his
officer, you need to
character
look up
so
somebody's
well.
number, especially if they're part of LSPD. Is that an option to?
That's why I have such a visualization of like, I just imagine a lanky, goofy police officer, right?
Okay.
Like he's kind of like Ryan
Since you work
Kindle,
with
South
LSPD,
American
has,
edition.
Slacks ever called you?
Oh, yeah.
He's like Ryan Kindle, but from a different place.
Okay. Has Raiker ever called you?
See, we have exchanged calls for sure.
Okay. Has Maeve called you?
Michael helped me a lot as an officer.
Your Honor, facts not in evidence.
Ain't no way.
His testimony's the facts.
If they had wanted to, prove that
They literally asked the fucking question themselves. Are they stupid?
Themselves. These facts are not in evidence.
Yeah, they
Wait, are you
are.
objecting to like 3 questions beforehand?
I'm objecting to the current question.
Do you think that they're gonna motion to get his all of his
these officers have called
statements
him
taken
before.
for
Oh
their
my
own
God.
their
Facts
own
to
witness?
prove that
How
they
much
have
you want to
called him
bet?
before.
Yep, I could see that.
You could
Then
ask
it
your
is
client.
speculation.
So, all right. So so with regard to speculation,
hope
I
they
don't believe
do.
it's speculation. He can
It's gonna
testify
be
as to whether
so
or not
funny.
these people have called him before. With regard to facts not in evidence, I believe the state is simply cross-examining with regard to the scope that was opened up on direct. With regard to
you see the lady in the red
have your
skirt
phone
over there?
number, questioning with regard to have these individuals called.
We are so close to 6
Red
years.
Ninja, think it's 71 months. Oh, wait.
That is well within the right to be questioning about based on the situation they're direct. So that'll be overruled.
No shit. No way.
Your Honor, I just witnessed getting hit the counselor in the face. Somebody throwing shit? Yep. I did.
Who throws a shoe, honestly?
If you gotta throw stuff in my courtroom, I'm gonna hold you in contempt.
Definitely not.
Marshall, do we need a
Fred
moment
over there?
It wasn't me. I don't know why you're always assuming it's me.
Mr. Fred, nobody asked you anything or said anything about you.
He did. He did. Roman did.
He really just pointed. The defense pointed it out. That
Yeah.
he's gonna respond.
Wait, yeah.
Are we good to continue, sir?
Bailiff
or-
and marshals, please keep an eye on the peanut gallery, and if any further misconduct,
Yes,
I
sir.
will hold them in contempt. Thank you. You can continue questioning.
Thank you, Mr. Bailiff and Mr. Marshall. Yeah, that's crazy.
I think that's.
I don't think we're
So
getting-
the
I don't
pending-
think we're
so
getting
the-
away
there's-
with another
there's-
one.
I don't even know how I got away with that one. To be honest.
I have.
Hey,
Has
that was
Slacks
good.
ever called you?
That was
Yes,
damn
I
good.
love him.
Oh, you're not
Has
snitch,
Raiker
are you-
ever
are
called
you
you?
lady?
Yes.
No?
And then you asked
That's
if somebody else
Abilene
ever called you.
Contralto.
I
We're
missed
My
fine.
bad, Abilene
Oh
Maeve.
Contralto.
yeah, Maeve.
Just keep your voice down, because those are two marshals over there. They can probably hear you.
Okay.
Where?
Oh, sorry,
What
Jess.
then?
In English, Jess.
That's the marshals there.
That's fine.
Ones
See,
I'm pointing
that's
at.
two.
That's
Thank you.
two of them there and one of them over
Right there. Oh, there's one over there.
Yeah.
Any further questions?
I'm gonna see if my counsel has any questions. If not, I'd like to respect Mr. Coyote's time.
They opened up school about him talking to Raiker about this, right?
Sir, please don't
Oh,
step in front of
Jesus,
the
what
bar
is
unless you're a
Fred
government
doing?
employee.
Oh
I
my.
was just picking up the rock, sir. Sorry.
Your Honor, can I just check on the court record that defense counsel asked Coyote about speaking with Mr. Raiker about this incident? Is that how I understand it?
No, I did not.
Give me one moment.
I will say I would have never picked up the
There was questioning
defense
with
for
regard
this
to an
case,
interaction that took
but
place
I do feel slightly
Cover me, I
bad
think I can get another
for
rock off.
Grace and Roman because it's just
Someone
it's
called
not a
Tilly.
good
I got
look,
she called her phone
and
back. She was
I
very
think
happy. I
it's
saw her
you've
I
later.
got to
think
go
it's
to that
incredibly
side,
hard
cause a
to
commotion
build a
and
defense
Alfred
for
arrives.
this.
Mr. Raiker was going on about the situation. And then
Okay.
so you didn't witness any of this firsthand. I
Very
saw
much an
Tilly being
uphill
sad, so I
battle.
talked to Raiker about the situation.
Okay. Coyote, what did Raiker tell you?
Well, we had a pretty long conversation.
Anything that stood out to you?
See? Well, I asked him about the phone, the situation, why they going through it, and then asking for permission till he's saying yes, and they say, "Oh, we already went through it."
Objection,
Just-
hearsay.
Riker's literally here.
Response from the defense.
Your Honor, it's like third person hearsay. He
What?
only knows about the situation in the first place from Tilly, as he stated in his direct testimony. While he did have a conversation with Riker, the only reason he had that conversation in the first place was based on hearsay from Tilly. So asking about what Riker said is even further down the rabbit hole of, as far as hearsay goes.
So
Well, Your Honor, it's a good thing they called Tilly as a witness then.
Well, give me one. So what you just did is the conversation with Tilly is what led him to have a direct conversation with Mr. Raiker. Is that correct?
It is, but he also got his alleged facts from her, and she obviously has a bias about the situation. So
To be fair, being the defense with this court case is like literally like Mission Impossible, bro.
I don't know how that makes it hearsay.
Yeah. So yeah, the conversation that he had directly with Mr. Raiker is going to be deemed not hearsay, as Mr. Raiker is a party to this case and is here present in the courtroom today. Okay. If there's questions about Tilly statements or statements that Tilly made about what Mr. Riker said,
I will give them the credit, right? Even though Nino's got issues, I give them credit for actually taking on this case because, like, why would you want to take on a case defending a dirty cop?
Therefore, the objection is overruled.
Thank you. So to clarify, Mr. Coyote, did Riker tell you that he put the SIM card in his phone? Is that what you said?
It was long enough ago that I don't remember the exact verbiage, but see, during that conversation, it was confirmed that the SIM card was looked through, and then they stopped, asked for permission, and then continued looking through.
What?
Did he tell you who looked through the SIM card?
He himself did on Slack order.
What?
And about how long after the initial kidnapping did this conversation take place?
It happened the next day. I
Wait,
assume
it's
within
worse than I
24
thought.
To 48 hours.
I mean, the conversation between you and Mr. Riker.
I thought it was a whoops.
See, it was like a day. So we got kidnapped. The next day, the SIM card was returned, I believe. And then the situation happened. Tilly is sad. So I just went direct to ask why it happened. And I was giving a long explanation as to why they looked through it before getting official permission.
Okay. So just so I understand your testimony correct, you talked to Mr. Riker about the going through the SIM card around 3 days after the incident?
I don't know exactly. No. The phone was given back, I think, like a day after it was taken.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that should be on record. As soon as the phone is getting back, the SIM card is looked through. Understand? As soon as it is looked through, they look through it, then they stop, and Slack say, "Wait a minute, stop looking through. I think we need permission first."
Yeah, can I take it off?
I know because I talked to Slack as well.
Officer Slacks is not here to confirm this.
It's all right.
Well, that would be hearsay.
Okay, so response to hearsay then.
That's fine to have the part about what Officer Slack said stricken it. That's fine.
Yeah, very good. The objection sustained.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So it's stop looking through. Ask for permission first. okay. Tilly say C. And then Raiker say, oh, we already looked through it. Ha ha he he with like a smile. And
Oh my God.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay again. He's stating what Tilly told him about the initial incident, not about the
Well, I'm right
conversation
here,
with
right?
Raiker
Is it
now.
hearsay?
He's a witness. She can speak to what they spoke about. I'm not sure why that's an objection. All the parties needed to clear up all any inconsistencies are here to testify. And we already struck the part about slacks.
Sorry, the
Sorry,
conversation is distracting me.
Wait, who's what?
So the statement that he's testifying to about Raiker
Robin
saying
is
that he
really
already looked
good
through
because
it,
he's
that
got
is-
a
is that
very
something that the witness
demure
had the conversation
way
with
of
Mr.
presenting
Raiker
himself.
Or is this a statement that he heard from Tilly about what Mr. Raiker said? Need that clarity so I can understand this.
My understanding is that it's that the part about Raiker saying we already went through the phone was from Tilly, not from Raiker himself.
Is that your understanding, Mr. Farrar?
Yeah, that's my understanding, but Miss Winters is called as a witness, so she
No,
can
she's
testify
here.
to
I'm right here.
So,
any
but it's going to be
discrepancies or
damning for
similarities.
them if they ask her that line of questioning.
But we're discussing his
They, at this point, they should
conversation
just
with
say
Mr.
objection.
Riker,
This is
so
bad for
it
our
shouldn't
defense.
be,
That's
just
what
trying to
this piece is
establish.
about.
She's called as a witness here. The underlying conversation is with the defendant in this matter. If you wish to bring up any inconsistencies or anything, as Mr. Farrar said, you can do so with Miss Winters when she's on the stand. It'll be overruled.
Thank you. Just to sort of, I guess, to try and bring it back in. How long was it between you learning that Raiker went through Tilly's sim and you speaking with Raiker about it?
probably that same day, like later that day.
Oh my God. I was like, what
Your
the?
Honor,
Within 24
Your
hours.
Honor,
Thank you, guys.
Gallery just threw a rock at me.
Yeah, we weren't
Oh,
listening.
no, it was you too, dipshit. I saw you.
Why are we throwing rocks?
Me?
Nobody threw anything. All right, your orange hair dye is blinding your goddamn vision.
If someone threw something, it's probably that guy.
Oh.
I bet it's you probably throwing them.
I've just been watching the court, man. I'm learning a thing or two, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be an easy case to make if there's DNA on it.
There's grasping at straws, and then there's whatever this is.
I don't know what they are doing.
Neither. I don't think they do either.
Bro, this shit's hilarious though.
All right, continue.
Hey, Mr. Coyote, sorry, I just got a couple more questions here.
Why I'm here?
The numbers on a SIM card's in plain sight, correct?
See, that is a really good point you make.
Your Honor, sorry to disrupt again, but we just got another rock thrown at us.
You want
Guys,
this
can we
shit out of
please
you,
have some
don't you,
decorum
Kyle?
in the goddamn courtroom, please? I'm just trying to ask Mr. Coyote two simple questions.
Shut the fuck
Throw
up,
that-
bro, man.
Hey.
Hey!
Fucking dipshit.
Oh, he's not
Get
gonna
the
throw
fuck
it.
outta here. Can we just let the?
This is going to
Oh my
end up
God.
in a continuing.
Oh my God, he just hit a woman.
Stop him.
Stop fucking running.
Fucking, this whole court is shit.
You know this is.
Moment, you gotta apologize. You just fucking punched that lady in the face.
Who?
No, you're fine. I know I wasn't the target.
Holy.
Everybody back here, okay? I've got one more marshal over there. It's fine.
Oh, perfect. Mr. Coyote, I am so sorry about this.
To be fair, the judge should be reining this in. I don't know why he's not. But like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not
that's what
gonna.
about the plain sight
I'm
thing.
fully entertained, but
It was
I'm
crazy that
fully
Raiker
entertained. But
put the SIM card
the
in. Could he
that
have just in his phone? Could he have just called the number?
Objection, speculation.
I'm fully entertained, but you would think after like the fourth, like at least the first rock,
I can reword that, Tony.
it should have been, you know,
Also, Coyote,
stop.
were there other ways he could have determined the owner of the phone number?
Other ways in comparison to which way?
Putting it in his phone and looking at the contents.
See? The number is written on it. The numbers on SIM cards are written on there. There's a sticker when you buy it that it says. So you can just run your finger over it. You don't have to enter the SIM card in the phone to check in.
The number.
Real quick, give me just one moment. Before the whole interruption there was a pending question. How long was it between you learning about the SIM being gone through and the conversation? I just want to make sure I have that answer correct, sir. Did you say that it was the same day?
Within 24 to 48 hours. It could have been 12, excuse me, like up to 48 hours. It could have been like 12 hours after, later that day, or later the next day. I just don't remember because it was like over a month ago.
That's fine. I just want to have it, make sure I had it down correctly in my notes. So you can
It was
continue
at the
with your
first opportunity I had to talk to him.
Understood.
We talked on the beach together.
Very good. You can continue with the questioning. Sorry, I just want to make sure I had that down.
So, you could take that number and match it to your profile, correct?
100%.
Same thing with Tilly's profile?
See.
So there's no need to really
God,
put
I feel
the
like
SIM
we're
card
in
in
a
the
civil
phone.
case.
Objection, speculation.
Well, Your Honor, we established that the phone number is in plain sight and that there are other alternatives to searching that phone number once they are aware of it. As Mr. Coyote is a law enforcement officer, I think whether or not he can search something with his tools as a law enforcement officer is not speculation, it's within the experience.
All right.
Your Honor.
Go ahead.
My rebuttal for that is that he's already established that there are other methods for doing so. He's now trying to put words in Mr. Coyote's mouth, which is speculation.
No, it's
Speculating
not.
on
It's just
whether or not
leading.
there was any other way that it could have been done.
It's just leading.
I'm not sure I'm putting words in people's mouths. I'm just asking if it's able to do it. Like,
I do want to say it's already on the record from his own statement that you do not have to put it in your phone in order to obtain the phone number. So is your question with regard to do you need to put it in your phone to obtain the phone number? Because if so, that's already on the record. If you're asking about,
oh no, I'm saying
for some other reason, then
oh no, I'm saying based on that, you know, could they have just taken the? I mean, if they don't have to put in the sorry, it's based on the question that I asked: is the phone number in plain sight on the SIM card? That was a yes, and then he stated that. So then, since the information is readily available, would they be able to use their tools to search it? That's all.
All right, then I'll say opinion of a layperson. He's asking for a legal conclusion.
on that one, it'll be overruled because he's a law enforcement officer. He can state as to what that they're capable of doing with regard to their normal investigative duties. I think this point's been made pretty clear, but I'll let you finish.
Didn't know we were getting a live yoga session with the amount of stretching.
Oh,
they
it's,
do.
yeah, it's just a yes or no question. It's my last one for him.
Go ahead and restate your question.
Yeah.
Are you able to search this? Sorry. Are you able to search this phone number in, or sorry, are you able to match this phone number in the MDT, either on your MDT profile or staff profile?
That question was already asked, and then we moved on to same thing with
sorry,
Tilly's profile.
you,
and then the latest
oh, yeah.
question was, so there's no need to put it in your phone then or something?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no need to put in the phone then.
Unless you want to see the contents.
Cool, thank you.
This is like
that's it for me.
This
Your
is
Honor.
all related to the civil. At the end of the day, this has nothing to do.
That's what I said. It just feels like I'm in my civil case right now.
Okay, redirect.
This is literally all civil.
Yeah, this is. She's right. That's what makes this like really juicy. But
Your Honor,
equally,
I have the officers here if you want to put out a warrant.
We've already got
Yeah,
more
do we
than
throw
you
that
can
warrant
pay.
out
We're just
or nah?
basically trying to help you guys.
If you guys can
Yeah,
possibly
no, I
identify that
appreciate
individual, I've
that.
never met
I
him before,
mean,
but if you know who that
I
is,
think I
then,
called Coyote as a
yeah,
witness
there'll be
for
a
the
warrant
civil.
for contempt of
Mhm.
court.
It's also a
Yeah.
point of their own bullshit bringing him up. If he wants to bring him up, then I'll
Plus the
fucking
underlying
open everything.
offenses.
I don't care.
Well,
Yeah,
what I
them
told
being like-
Nino is like they probably realize that they're kind of fucked
I'll let
on
y'all deal
this.
with that.
So
Yeah.
if they're
Redirect.
planning
Thank
on
you.
representing him for the civil, they're probably just trying to get information for the
Thank you,
civil.
Your Honor.
Yeah,
It's
maybe.
fine. I mean, they could probably just, delay it for another week and not motion themselves on a case so the judge reschedules it again.
I don't think anybody has been added on the civil yet.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. And all of a sudden, there's 20 objections afterwards.
Officers
Watch
had
it.
had called you before. Is that correct?
By cross-examination, you mean like question here in the courtroom?
Yes.
Cross-examination
when,
are the questions that the state was asking you just a moment ago.
Oh, see. Correct.
Okay. As a police officer, are you obligated to look in the staff section of the MDT to get the phone number to compare to a SIM card?
Can you repeat the question?
Okay.
As a police officer, are you obligated to look in the staff section for the phone number matching a SIM?
No, I don't believe you're obligated.
Okay.
You just go through it. Why not?
Are you able to search by
through 'em.
phone number in the MDT?
I'm not sure. I never have.
Okay.
Logic of police officers.
Wait. Is that who I think? That's Arthur, and who's next to him? Oh yeah, we're bringing Arthur onto the team, by the way.
You stated that you spoke with Mr. Raiker sometime within.
What was
48
really cool
hours
is a lot of the old LSC
SIM
connections
cards being
that's
found.
developed over time. Yeah, I talked to him. We want to formally bring him in when Michael's around tomorrow.
I like
But
him.
you
Especially because he's around early.
But you didn't.
No,
you don't know
Arthur,
exactly when that occurred, correct?
old sanitation
Meeting
union.
with him. Your Honor, I'm trying to clarify.
He's the one that used to
Yeah,
compete
but
with
you could
Lang.
do that without
And used to
bleeding.
provide
Yeah,
LSC
rephrase
with
the
stuff.
question for me. I understand you're just clarifying, but this is direct, so I need you to not lead the witness.
That's Arthur right there in the blue shirt.
It's sustained.
Is it
That's
leading
what
if he's
Judge
already
Weiss.
testified to it, and I'm just reminding him of what he said?
Quite literally, yes.
Yeah, it is. Though, to that point, this is already on the record, and at this point, this is just making her rephrase to get the same information out. I'd like to move this along as quickly as possible, because we've already been here for over an hour, and I understand the witness's availability is limited.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't mind staying a little longer for justice.
That's right. He's a good man.
All right.
Coyote's so
based
cute.
on your direct
I know
testimony
he is.
and your cross-examination,
He's so cute.
are you able to recall everything with 100% clarity regarding this situation?
Objection relevance.
It's crazy.
Goes to the witness's credibility. It's overruled.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Can you state the question one more time, please?
Sure. Based on your testimony here today, do you remember everything about this incident 100%?
As much as a healthy, able-bodied mind can, I'm not like a stenographer where every key thing is mentioned. It was an hour conversation. I think it would be unreasonable to remember every word from 1 hour speaking. But there were key important moments like going to the SIM card, why, and we talked about Slack.
Your Honor, I'm going to say non-responsive. He's not answering the question that I asked.
I'm trying to answer.
Rebuttal, he did just...
He's stating what he does remember and to the extent of what he does remember. You asked, does he remember everything 100%? So him stating what he does and doesn't remember of that 100% is responsive.
Your
If
Honor,
you'd like to clarify anything further, you're welcome to. You can respond. Go ahead.
Your Honor, it was a simple yes or no question. I didn't ask him to tell us what he does remember. I asked if he remembered 100%. so I do feel that he's
I understand.
non-responsive.
I think he has the right to. I understand why you're trying to frame him and box him into a yes or no. He does have the right to clarify that answer if he so wishes.
Wait, you haven't even gone up yet, Tilly.
Yes, he can't go
Wait,
too
I
far.
just
Okay,
remembered
so
this is
what
the
your
first
original
witness.
question was, because that
Yep,
would be
not yet.
non-responsive. He's testifying as to what he does or does not remember, which is inherently responsive to the question.
Like we talked about Nicolas Cage and Lions as well. Like,
sir, I need
sorry.
you to remain quiet. The objection is ruled on. Okay?
Fuck, I gotta get
On
food
that
real
note,
quick.
The objection will be overruled, and you can finish your response.
So which will come back?
Eat this food, and then we'll run right back. Yeah. You never know when there's going to be another terrorist attack, so I'm just kind of practicing in advance. Thank you, Pokey. I've been RPing for a while, man. You picked up on it.
Didn't you guys click on this Marshalls?
Yep. Nope. Doesn't
Yep.
work.
It's the Marshall stuff. It's still finicky.
I
Have a good one.
Okay,
Oh my God.
adios. See you. Goodbye, everyone.
Hey, Coyote.
¿Qué pasa? You wanted to talk in?
No, I just wanted to say you look good.
Oh, really?
With that being said,
Yeah.
do you guys need food at all?
Very dapper and dashing today.
Bye bye.
All right.
Miss DOC, can I talk to you for a second?
Are they waiting for the next witness?
They did a 5-minute bathroom break. I'm gonna grab.
Oh, gotcha. This is the Raiker case, man. I'm surprised it's only 2 months. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta send this out.
Bruce, do you
I
know
do not like
Nino?
perjury. Hey, Mayor Nino.
How you doing?
I'm ready
I'm
on.
good.
All right, very good. Is
Bruce,
everybody
you
ready
look
to
like a
proceed?
war hero.
Tony's.
Oh, I'm no war hero.
Yeah.
I was shot in the back of the head though.
Oh my god.
And all in a
In
day's work.
the first sidebar, they were like,
Fine.
we're trying to establish Cody's credibility, and then their questions ended with trying to discredit him.
I don't.
That tracks. I really expected them
Yeah.
to motion, you know,
To strike his testimony?
Yeah.
Looks like Mr. Tony's back. State, you may call your first witness.
Which would have been so funny.
Hey, Your Honor. The state would like to call Callista Bell.
All right, Sergeant Bell, come on.
Oh, she's on this.
Sorry, I was a little hungry and thirsty there, Your Honor.
No worries, you're perfectly fine.
I haven't seen her on duty in a minute.
There's a lot of this stuff like just try and keep it to what Raiker did. None of the stuff around it, you know. Don't try and make the civil case. Make our case first, and if you can make the civil case, go for it.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under the penalty of perjury. So help me.
If you get stuck on anything, I'll jump in.
I swear.
This witness has been sworn in.
All right, thank you. Let me proceed with question.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
A little on the tired side, but doing quite well.
Hey, same here, same here. What's your current occupation?
I am a sergeant within the LSPD.
Oh, okay. How long have you been with the LSPD?
I don't know the exact date, but I think towards the end of February.
Okay. What was your rank at the time of creating the People C Command Report 197?
I was a sergeant.
Okay. Did you create this report on July 28th?
I don't recall.
Can you pull up the People's C?
Sorry, I was not prepared. Okay, I have it.
Okay. Now, do you recall?
I mean, looking at the date the incident was created, it was on the 20th, yeah.
Perfect. The report states that Raiker is looking for guidance on how to best come forward and to discuss with Command and High Command, correct?
I believe so.
By this statement, Raiker came forward to Command in his own volition, under his own volition?
I would believe so.
Objection leading.
Respond.
I'm just clarifying the statement that's written in the report. I don't know how it's leading because it's clearly stated that he came forward himself. I'm just
Go
clarifying.
take a piss.
All right.
Did I miss anything, chat?
Literally ruled that I couldn't do the same just on the previous witness.
I enjoy court
There's way
cases
you
a
can
lot.
ask that without specifically quoting the report.
Okay,
Yeah. So the question before this one, I agree that was leading. However, there was an objection made to that one. This one did Raiker come to Command under his own volition. While it is a yes or no question, it does not inherently lead him to answer one way or the other.
Oh, the command report.
So this particular question,
Oh, wait,
did
it might
Raiker come
actually-
to Command under his own volition, is not going to be found as leading. That one's overruled. The
Thank you,
previous
Your
one though
Honor.
was leading. Tony, stop leading. Especially when you guys are so heavy on objecting to the leading, please.
I'm just clarifying what's in the report. That's
You're
all.
fine. No worries.
What was he coming forward with?
Sorry, the
report
pending
that was-
question was, did Raiker come to Command under his
Oh.
own volition? Was the response to that question.
Oh, actually, I'm unsure, sir. I thought they said
Sorry,
yes.
yeah, but, Ms. Bell, if you could please answer the previous question. Did Raiker come to Command under his own volition with a yes or no?
I would say yes.
Yes,
Okay, be cool, be cool. Come on, let's forget about
What was he coming forward with?
Just forget about this. Yo,
He
Bonnie,
stated
thank you
to
for
me
the
that
prime
he had
sub.
edited a report.
Okay,
and
be cool.
before
Let me get some
it
Eddie
was
Shakes,
submitted
chat.
by a lawyer, and he wanted to get some guidance on that because he felt like it was wrong.
Did he ever clarify how he edited?
He stated that he took out a line in the report.
Oh. In the report, what did Raiker say he did with the SIM card?
I can't answer that, Your Honor. I have not read the report. I'm not sure which report you're referencing.
The People See, the one you created.
And what he did with the SIM card in my report?
Yeah.
Give you a moment to review that. Take your time.
Dragoon. Thank you for 43 months.
I believe he said he put it in his phone.
I'm sorry, say that again?
He, if I'm reading this report right, I think. So honey, can you repeat the question again?
What did
like-
Raiker say he did with the SIM card in this report?
In this report, he said that he put it in his phone.
Based on the same report, the report starts off with how Raiker came into possession of the SIM card, correct?
Yes.
And how he opened the context list as well, correct?
He did.
Okay.
Nobody except for lawyers prep for court. It's pretty normal. I don't think it's disrespectful. It's because people got shit to do. Remember, this is pretend.
Let's move down to
Make
the
belie-
report where Raiker discussed how Kyle Pred's interrogation rattled the fuck out of him and Pred was down his throat. In this section, did he deny going through the SIM card?
Objection leading.
What?
Damn, I hate that bitch, Braid.
It's literally not leading. He's pointing in the
Probably did
report.
do it.
I don't know how it's leading. It's clarifying what's written in her own report in the section.
Yeah.
It's a yes or no question. There's no inherent direction to that. They're just confirming what they wrote down.
Him quoting that is looking for a specific answer and leading her toward it instead of just asking, what was said.
Rebuttal, Your Honor?
Last one.
This is a big report. I'm just leading to the section where I'm referencing. I mean, we had issues earlier with what I'm referencing earlier, so I'm just clarifying in this specific section. That's all. He clearly highlights this in the report.
Yeah, it's clearly written there that ultimately the point, him quoting the particular point in the report and pointing her to that and asking a question about it is not inherently leading her to answer in the positive or negative in response to the question. So it'll be overruled. Go ahead and ask the question one more time, please.
Okay. Again, moving down to the report where Raiker discussed how Kyle Pred's interrogation rattled the fuck out of him and Pred was down his throat. In this section, did he deny going through the SIM card?
He did.
Sorry, you said he did? I couldn't hear you that part.
He did deny that he went through it, yep.
Okay.
I'm confused what the argument is that he didn't
Raiker told you
tamper.
It was a vague statement. Well, one of the things I said was after Slacks told me that he was directed to the dumpster, I then removed the SIM card from my phone and gave it back to Slacks. I still can't remember doing that 5 to 6 weeks ago. So I took that part out and then sent the FOIA report over to Kit. Is that correct?
All right, that's a bit. Dude, go ahead and do me
Wait,
a
they
favor.
mentioned
Ask
my
her open-ended
name.
questions
That's
about
me.
what is in the report. Don't just quote the whole report back to her and say, "Is that correct?" Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, that's laying the foundation for the next question.
But you can
it's
point her to that section of the report. Ask her what it says. You don't have to read.
Oh,
out
so I
every
don't
word
have to.
from the
I don't
report.
have to.
God, if you
Okay,
think
well,
this is long, imagine how long this
can I
civil
just
court
use that
case
to
is gonna
lead
be.
to go into my next question then, and just basically
like I said, rather than I'm gonna strike what you had read onto the record. If you'd like her to point to something in her report that is stated, you can ask that in an open-ended manner, but don't just quote the whole report to her and say, "Is that correct?"
Okay. In your report, was it stated to you, or was it stated in the report that Raiker said he can't remember doing that after removing the SIM card from his phone, giving back to Slacks?
Objection leading.
It is, but yeah, just to get it'll be overruled. Get to the point, please, and let's just the all of this is in the evidence and on the record anyway. It's in the report. I can read the report. I see what the report says. I understand he's reading it out to her, and it is in fact leading. But I kind of want to just get through this, and for efficiency's matter, I'm going to overrule that objection. Let's get through this and get to the point, please.
They're not getting anything out of these objections other than
What's the
wasting
question again,
everyone's
Tony?
time.
Look at Twana.
Did Raiker state that he can't remember removing the SIM card from his phone and giving it to Slacks?
Let me check my report.
Oh no!
Okay, be cool, be cool. Come on, let's forget about this. Okay, be cool, be cool. Come on, let's forget about this. Okay,
Rona, can I have a
be
second?
cool. Come on, let's forget about this.
Is William Hunter in this courthouse? William Hunter, are you here?
Who's William Hunter?
The individual the marshal's asking about is in the gallery. Please identify yourself. That's a court order.
Well, is this against the Constitution? I don't think it is. There's no legislation saying we can't say anything in here or use your cell phone.
Okay, before I answer, Tony, one more time, sorry.
I'm sorry, the marshal thing kind of distracted me. Again, did he state that he can't remember removing the SIM card from his phone and giving it back to Slacks?
He did make that comment to me in regards to his edited statement in the report.
Given what he confessed early in the report, did you know this?
Wait, Chaos Legion?
Did I know this is contradiction?
Yeah.
A little bit, but everything happened so fast with this that I wasn't really able to verify a lot of the facts in it.
Okay. Your Honor, one moment, please.
Yep.
Just ask her, is this...
This has been a really entertaining court case. Yeah, Brian, this evening.
I was thinking a lot of these questions don't really matter. You just ask her, is the report accurate to what Raiker told you? That covers everything. We don't need to ask her about a denied FOIA. We don't need to ask her about the active investigation. That, you know.
So we can just speed it up?
Yeah. Just wrap it up in, is this accurate to what he told you? Job done. Here you go.
I think in the interest of time, I'm going to ask this simple one. Well, is this report accurate to what Raiker told you that day?
Yes, I'm a very fast typer, and although there might be some errors in there, I more or less wrote word for word what he told me.
Okay, let's move along then. Let's go and refer to the People's A. Is Cohen Raiker listed as an officer involved?
Bro, this has been very entertaining. Oh, you know Pred's typing
Yes.
something up. He hasn't responded yet.
Okay. Did Raiker mention the July 13th FOIA request to you in his confession?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
How so?
I mean, he's asking whether or not it's mentioned in there. It doesn't inherently imply or direct her or lead her to answer in the affirmative or negative, so it'll be overruled.
All right, then I will change that to facts. Facts not in evidence.
What part?
That the FOIA was mentioned.
Oh, okay. Actually, Your Honor, can I ask a question before that then, just to kind of clear this up?
Go ahead.
Refer to the Defense Exhibit A. Is this a FOIA request denied on July 13th due to it being an ongoing investigation?
You're asking the witness or me?
Yes.
Okay. So you're withdrawing your previous question then?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and restate your new question. Sorry.
Oh
Refer to the
shit.
Defense Exhibit A. Is this a FOIA request denied on July 13th due to it being an ongoing investigation?
I don't know. I'd have to look. It
I
up.
want to actually, this is
You
worth
can do it. I can
highlighting.
give you some time
You
to
know
look it up.
Nino, because he knew Tilly and was with some shit, decided not to be her lawyer for that reason.
Well,
How
I was
much of
gonna
a
put it on the
difference?
projector, Your Honor, but this is that exhibit probably isn't
Maybe
good to.
maybe not that piece. Maybe not that piece.
Yeah.
Like in terms of ethics.
Also, Your Honor, I
Oh,
got
look
like
at
a
it now.
snack.
It's crazy.
Unfortunately, no. I was about to ask if anybody around does.
Is it possible a marshal can? Oh,
I
sorry. I can wing this.
I bought some food for people involved with the court case.
Mel, you're the best.
Here, I will put it in front of me here.
Thank you.
Don't take them all, Tony. That was like 5 tacos.
Wait, that was one. Wait, that's a burrito. I took one single. Oh, that's 5 burritos. Oh my God. Sorry.
Do
Your
better,
Honor,
Tony.
I swear I'm not greedy. I swear.
Do better, Tony.
I'm sorry.
My heart's big, but my wallet's not that big.
I'm gonna take a churro too.
This was added to the docket, right? At some point, I thought I do remember seeing it.
Yep.
Yes,
It's
it's in there.
defense posted it.
It's going to be on the second page of the docket, about halfway down.
I do see it. Yep, it was denied for an ongoing investigation.
Cool. Did Raiker mention the July 13th FOIA request being done to you in this confession?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Refer to the People's H. Do you see where Raiker informs Kit Archie that the investigation is ongoing?
I do see that.
Do you see in the text message that as of the 13th, they were 26 days past the date of the incident?
I don't see a date in that message.
Well, at that point, actually, wait. Your Honor, can I inform the witness that we got that text message on the 29th, and based on just mathing, 29 minus 16 is 13.
No, but you can point that out
I
to the
object
court.
to that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Put that out to the court in closing, but no, you can't.
Okay.
You can't
Well,
advise
given that the FOIA request, sure. Given that the FOIA request was denied on the 13th, actually, let me ask you a better question. Refer to the People's A. And then, do you see the incident date?
I do.
When's the statute of limitation end on for this report?
30 days after the incident. Or the
Okay. One moment, Your Honor.
Yep.
We don't need this stuff about the active investigation. It doesn't help. It doesn't help or hinder us. It's just wasting time.
Yeah, yeah.
It could hinder us by the fact that we are talking about this and not the actual points in the command report.
Do you feel like she's being combative in her answers? Or she's just
The witness?
Yeah.
Yeah, I it's a lot more. Why defend any of this? Why die on, you know, a disgraced officer? It just doesn't, it's not a good look.
Mm-hmm.
Do 37 to 39.
I think if I was them, I would motion to treat her as a hostile witness.
Yeah.
So then you can lead.
I think it's
Because she's being like, at first I thought that like
let's
she was
fast forward
just,
this.
you know, didn't honestly know, so
Refer to
she
the
was
People's
just
F.
being kind of like, I don't know, I have to refer. But now I'm kind of feeling like she's
This is an edit made
purposefully
on
being
July 19th by
combative.
Raiker.
yeah. I wonder if she feels like she has to, you know?
I don't know
Let me know when you
why.
pull it up.
Criminal case.
I have it up.
Do you see a statement from Mae Wolf?
I do not.
Do you see a line in that statement that reads, Raiker placed a SIM into his phone?
I do.
Do you see a line that reads, Raiker then removed the SIM from his phone and handed it back to Slacks?
I do.
Are either of these included in the People's A, Report 8296?
They are not.
Okay. I'd like you to refer to the People's E, State Marshal.
Okay,
Report.
that's either Pred or Marshall's, you see. Wait, it is. Wait, no, hold on.
Okay.
That's Pred. Oh my God, it is them.
Do you
Hold on.
see
I can
in the
tell
report
because
where
he
it says
always uses that
then Marshal
sitting.
Alfred interviewed Raiker on July 20th?
Oh,
See that on that page.
What? I was like, who the fuck is...
Okay.
Okay. In your report, he stated that he wrote a statement after the FOIA request.
Sorry, just for the court's record, when you say he, who are you referring to?
Just I believe the statement was already in there before the FOIA request.
Okay. Say that then. All right, I'm gonna confirm my counsel real quick, Your Honor.
All right.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Very good. Cross-examination.
Just a moment, Your Honor. Thank you.
Yep, no worries.
Your Honor,
Oh,
if you need
boy.
some food, by the way, it's right there.
Take a moment to grab that. Court appreciates the witness for being more prepared than the rest of us.
Well, to be honest, Your
The
Honor,
security guard ran
I
my
was not
pocket.
prepared.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Actually called in the order like partways through Coyotes.
It's appreciated nonetheless.
The security guard ran my pockets, Your Honor.
Yeah, I wish he'd stop doing that for lawyers. I'll take him stop doing it for marshals to start.
He even took my gun, Your Honor.
Hi, Officer Bell. Sergeant Bell.
Hi, Grace.
Let's go back through the evidence here. Looking back at the defense A, if you could take a look at that, please.
Okay.
Is Mr. Raiker the individual who denied that FOIA?
He was not.
And who was the officer that denied that FOIA?
That was Sergeant Stocks.
Or it could have been Alfonso Sebastian.
And does a sergeant outrank an officer?
They do.
Right. If a report,
Oh, shit, here it comes.
If a FOIA is denied as part of an ongoing investigation, are officers allowed to continue to make changes to that report?
Ms. Ironside, if you saw who threw that, I'll ask one of the marshals to place that individual into custody for contempt of court. 50 months, 10,000.
I'm not sure which one of the two, but it was one of these two sitting over here.
What did you
That's
say,
fine.
Brother?
Both be detained and their evidence or their DNA.
Fucking Belenas, bro. What the fuck?
DNA against the item and attest to it. I'll let you deal with that with the marshals. We'll continue questioning. Stop interrupting this court case.
Oh, what?
Given the one that just assaulted the DOC guard, they're both. There you go.
I think we know who it is.
Come on, Helen.
I'll let you all do
Okay.
it.
Do I have to?
Sorry, please repeat the question and then I'll
Would
give
you
you.
mind?
No, the objection was banter, sir.
Go ahead and questioning. Apologies from the court with regard to the disruptions that keep taking place.
Thank you, Your Honor. If a FOIA is initially denied for an ongoing report, are officers allowed to continue to edit that report?
Objection, speculation.
Sorry.
I hope
although
they
Your
come
Honor
back
did
in a
establish her
different
as a police
outfit.
Officer, she would be familiar with their policies and procedures and can testify to such.
Yeah, I can also add vague. There would perhaps be many different contexts in which that answer could be different. Asking as a broad generality is vague.
I think it's specific enough. If a FOIA is denied as part of an ongoing investigation, are officers allowed to continue to edit that report? I think as a matter of our.
It's been great,
SOPs,
like
they
light comedy in the face of of
their general operations, are they allowed to continue to
you
go to
know,
courts or not?
some
while
of the
a
slow moving case, you know, with
report
the
is under-
objection heavy case.
has been denied,
He's
release under
throwing
FOIA?
rocks at the
I think
attorney.
that's specific enough. She can answer that question. That's overruled.
The question now she's just asking is, can officers add to a report when
You need me to repeat the question, Sergeant Bell?
No. Yes, they can edit the report if it's still in active investigation.
Thank you. Just a second. Need to check something.
That's Belle. Oh, the redhead right there. I think that's Bobby, but I don't really know. Think she's a doctor now? Wait, let me see this. Hold on.
What are we waiting for?
I think to get the, those Blaine County people that were trying to disrupt the court arrested or something. Yeah. Fucking can't do anything in peace. Can't even have a fucking court case. Fucking throwing rocks. Can you imagine that?
Once a report has been filed and not denied, are the officers allowed to make any changes to it?
Did he hear the fucking Blano fucks? Oh my god, it is them. Hold on. I can tell because he always uses that sitting.
That is my favorite set.
What?
With a report, I would say.
I was like, who the fuck is...
Oh, is he going to see the rock
is
throw?
there a certain amount of time that they have to make any changes before handing it over?
Wait, did he see the throw? I didn't see the throw.
And who was the officer that denied that for you?
Oh yeah, I see the rock.
With a report, that was Captain Sergeant. Considering that this was an investigative report, I would say within the statute.
Yo, I hope he keeps on this, man. It's been so... The Blainer line was a bit later. Oh, did he hear it at least? Yeah, it worked out perfectly. Fucking Blainers. Bro, I love how the entire city has kind of picked up on it.
Specifically with regard
and
to
like
FOIA,
has started like
there are a certain amount of time officers have to
gotten in on it.
make
It's
any
been
edits
funny.
before handing that over.
They have 72 hours to deliver that report. So any changes before, they have 2 days before that report gets FOIA'd.
Wait, that's not true.
Okay, thank you.
Not when that happened. Oh, fuck. That should have been introduced, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And to your knowledge, do officers use that 72 hours to make edits to reports?
Objection, speculation.
I asked her knowledge. If she doesn't know, she's welcome to say she doesn't know.
She's being asked about what other officers do. She can only attest to what she does.
Hey, can I point
Bubba,
Robin
Your
at
Honor,
that,
she's a
or is that
sergeant. She's part of
inappropriate?
command. She has information about what other officers do as part of the command structure.
Yeah, I
We
am.
haven't
Why the
established
fuck
that
would I be
foundation.
asking you? I'm
Oh, I
asking
thought you were just talking to me. You just
Oh.
always yap at me. All you do is bitch.
Shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up.
Right. To that extent, I agree the foundation hasn't been laid, though I do believe it can be. Go ahead and lay that foundation and then re-ask the question.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sergeant Bell.
Bobby?
What do your duties as sergeant with the LSPD consist of?
Objection scope.
She's now laying the foundation for that question, which you guys just asked her to do. So that'll be overruled.
You didn't ask her to lay the foundation.
Wait, we didn't.
She's laying the foundation to add to whether or not Sergeant Bell can answer the question that she just attempted to ask, which was the with regard to the editing of the report. That is within the scope. She's now just simply going back to clarify.
Wait, you guys get the same ads over and over, actually?
Note that she has the capability to answer the question that was previously asked.
All good, Your Honor.
The fuck?
As a sergeant, I oversee the department and make sure that officers are upholding law and following SOPs.
If you don't want to see the ads, check your primes,
sorry,
check your
operating
subs,
procedures.
check your resubs, baby. Oh, yeah. I've been hearing that a lot, that Twitch just plays the same ads back to back to back.
You mentioned that officers have 72 hours to edit a report before handing it over if the FOIA has been approved. Is that correct?
Yes.
ExpressVPN stops your ads.
Based on your experience as a sergeant overseeing other officers, to your knowledge, do officers use that time to make
Fucking
edits
blame
to
her
the reports?
Like, all this is cool, but at the end of the day, like, he still
They do.
removed his
Mhm.
statement.
Domingo,
like,
think of the 7 months, man.
He still did it after he was notified that it was going to be put on the docket.
Mhm.
So neat, but like, he still did that shit.
I'm convinced at this point that they don't actually have a defense. And they're trying to open up like multiple things and hoping that
Of his volition,
something works out.
of his own volition. Did he tell you why?
Trying
he
to see
came
what
to you?
sticks.
Yep.
I mean, the evidence is there. They're not getting out
He
of
did.
this one unless
Yeah.
unless the prosecution really messes it up. I think it is what it is.
That's the thing. Like, where are they tackling? Like, what is their angle to?
And what is your understanding
blame
of
CG.
why he came to you?
Yeah.
They're gonna say I'm in CG.
Yep. I mean, isn't your fucking kid?
Yeah.
Sorry, just to clarify,
Fucking
like, why do
CG
I think he came to me?
Well, based
of a bitch is
on what
still
he's told
grounded.
you, it's a long report.
You take away his Xbox.
So
I
instead
took
of
away his life. Have
picking
you
out
seen him?
specifically
There's a reason.
to ask you about, I'm just asking for
Jesus Christ.
your general thoughts on the entire report.
Objection relevance.
Your Honor, it's relevant.
I
to,
took away his life. Have you seen
for
him?
Mr. Riker's defense.
Oh,
it's
fuck.
relevant to Officer Bell's testimony and her answers to the questions on direct.
Is it not relevant, Robin?
Sergeant Bell's thoughts on it don't really change the guilt of Mr. Riker. She's not the judge. You are, sir.
True.
In addition,
Just to
Your
clarify, are
Honor,
you asking about her thoughts or asking about what Mr. Riker told her about why he came to her?
I'm asking about her understanding of why he came to her based on what he said.
So it's speculation.
I mean, it's not really relevant since we already asked if, like,
Speculation.
Is her report accurate to the statements made by Raiker? So, regardless of her thoughts, I mean, as they say, word is bond.
The last response from the defense, and then I'll rule.
They
Your
wanted
Honor,
character
if
witnesses.
we're not
They should
allowed
have called
to,
them.
Ask her
Mhm.
about this report. What's the point of calling a witness?
You didn't call her?
All right. Her understanding based on Riker's description to her of why he came to her with regard to the incident, I'll find is relevant. I'll overrule the objection. If you feel like it goes too far into something that isn't relevant, feel free to re-object.
Will do.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Be funny if she said something like, "I
need me
think
to
he
repeat
came
the
to me to
question,
cover his
Officer
own
Bell?
ass." Oh God,
Yeah,
that
that
would
was
be
a lot
so
of back and
good.
forth. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I understand completely.
I feel like some of
What
her
is your
responses,
understanding of why
coming
Raiker
from the
came
point of
to
like,
think
she's
she's
used
being
to
very
expected to have to defend cops no matter what.
I believe he came to me because he
Yeah.
felt like what he did was wrong and wanted clarification on how
Yeah,
to
that's
proceed with
definitely
that.
how she feels.
And based on your
Even if they're shitty.
experience,
I mean, still doesn't change what he did, even if he
was it
feels bad
criminal in
about it.
nature?
Objection calls for legal conclusion.
Rebuttal, Your Honor, as they stated when I made that same argument with Officer
No, they didn't let me
Coyote,
answer
she is
those
an
kind of
officer, so
questions when
she
I was on the
is able
stand
to
as a
make a legal
cop. They shouldn't
conclusion.
let her answer those kind of questions.
Yep.
Yeah, fine,
With
sure.
regard to whether or not it rises to the level of criminal action or criminal charges, essentially what the ultimate issue that we are here to determine today. So based on that, I will sustain the objection. I don't believe anything in Officer Coyote's testimony came up where he was making an ultimate conclusion on the ultimate issue here today. 'Cause I don't have anything with regard to that in my notes from his testimony.
Sorry, so is she allowed to answer the question?
No, that objection is sustained.
Sidebar, Your
With-
Honor?
Sure.
Fuck.
Did the defense ask for another sidebar?
Mm-hmm.
Objection. Sidebar this. That's what I would say.
Sidebar this.
Sidebar this.
Responding to chief shit on the side. They added lawyer stuff. Oh yeah. I think businesses are going to start opening up this week as well as other shit.
All right. In your experience as an officer,
Happy 420.
would you
Oh
have
shit.
pressed the charges we're here for today against Officer Raiker?
Quilty? Wait, what is Quilty?
I would not have.
And why not?
I believe during this time. Oh. Sorry, I've been trying to get better at giving people a chance to check.
No, you're fine.
I believe during this time a lot of legislation was being rewritten. I do not recall any legislation in regards to SIM cards.
What?
On whether or not. I do recall earlier that there was a court case involving SIM cards and the collection of the phone number.
What does that have to do with
to
anything?
Identify the SIM card. Which, to clarify on that, going into the actual phone to look at the SIM card. But with the SIM card being found in a dumpster, I don't. Do I think it's an invasion of privacy and needs a subpoena to be written for? Yes, but
Why are we
I think
but,
This
like,
is
why are we
literally
talking about this? This isn't relevant to anything. This all needs to honestly be shut down because we're here today because he edited a report, not because he violated Tilly's rights.
yeah.
They actually, like, the prosecution needs to shut this down. This is crazy.
Did you
I agree. This is
did you
just
voluntarily
muddying
hand this
the
report to
conclusion.
marshals?
Objection relevance. This has already been ruled on in the prosecution's motions in a pre-trial hearing. This doesn't matter either way. There's already been a ruling by Justice Adams about how the report was obtained, and if it's valid, it is valid. So there's no point in asking this.
I'm not arguing that it's not valid. I'm just asking if
I know
handed
that's why.
this over,
That's
you know,
why you need
her own
to
relevance.
pay
I
attention.
think it's relevant.
How are you
That's,
so ADHD?
Let her respond to me, and you can respond to me, Robin. Don't bounce back and forth. Why is it? How do you feel it's relevant?
because you know, Officer Bell was writing this report, you know, as a command report, not as a criminal report, and
I
whether
saw
or not,
what you did in the hangar.
she intended for it to be used as evidence in a criminal court is highly relevant.
Your Honor, we've already.
Whether she handed
So
it over
then-
of her own volition or if she was compelled to hand it over, I don't see how that makes any material fact in this case more or less likely. Okay. One way or the other, the report was handed over. It was entered into evidence. Unless you tell me otherwise, there's a reason why her choosing to hand it over versus being compelled to hand it over makes a difference with regard to the charges. I'm inclined to believe that it's not relevant.
The prosecution really has to, like, get
It's
this back on
relevant
track.
to, you know,
Yep.
her statement
Yeah.
that she would not have pressed charges in this
Which
case.
I think they can do, like, in their closing if they like
Mhm.
highlight specific evidence. But
her opinion.
I
as
think
to
like
whether
a
or not
lot
she
of
would have
this
put
was
charges
also
in this case, I
highlighted
accept
in my
that.
deposition, which obviously
However,
we're not
like I said,
hearing
her
today.
choosing to hand over this report
But
versus
like we
being
went
compelled to
over
hand it
all
over
of this,
doesn't
and
material fact in this
like
case
I was
more
like,
or less
yeah,
likely, and therefore
she
Don't you
edited
dare
that
call me
shit.
ACD. You didn't see nothing.
Was that Tony?
Oh no, sorry, Your Honor. I didn't mean. Did I shout on accident?
Yes.
I'm so sorry, Your Honor.
Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit concerned about like
Continue with your questioning.
Callista's knowledge of if she's saying that it was she saying it's a violation of Tilly's rights or not?
That's exactly that's exactly it. Why would you say, well, I'm not sure if there's any fucking legislation for
There literally
the
is.
SIM cards?
It literally says if it's abandoned or handed over.
1 second, Your Honor.
Yep.
That's the whole point. It wasn't abandoned.
Yes. Well, even beyond that, the question of searching the SIM card, it's like you don't even need to be a cop to know that that can't happen.
It just
Well,
it
Isabel.
just straight up says it in the legislation. There's no.
In the defense's
She was so
cross-examination,
quick to
they
say
were
like I
talking
don't know,
about,
I'm not sure, and like her
the changing of
earlier, but
reports
then she's
during,
willing to
the
comment on
FOIA
something
process.
that she's unsure about.
Is it in SOPs to remove facts from a
You're
report?
not supposed to talk about SOPs. in court.
Objection, speculation. There's no proof that this is a fact.
That-
SOPs aren't also entered
I believe the
into
defense
evidence,
is jumping
so
to a
when-
conclusion that I didn't make.
All right. Before we get into that, Robin, I do want you to do me a favor and rephrase the question without specifically asking about the contents of their SOPs.
It definitely feels like she's unnaturally
In your
defending
experience, Sergeant
the
Bell, is it normal
actions
to remove a
with
fact
the way
from a
she's
report?
answering.
Objection. It has not been proven whether or not Mr. Riker's
I don't
statement
know.
is a
Maybe she's
fact
friends
or
with the
not.
dude.
The defense is jumping to conclusions, Your Honor. I never mentioned Mr.
Damn!
Riker. Speaking in
Okay, kid.
generalities.
Damn!
As they did.
You specifically mentioned the word fact, not statement.
I never mentioned which fact. I never mentioned a fact. I just mentioned it. Is it normal to remove a fact?
In her experience as a sergeant, which was opened up, I will allow that to continue. If he gets into something specific with regard to your client or any particular statement, feel free to reissue your objection. But in the general scope, I'll allow that. Go for it.
Oh shit, Ava's here.
No, it is not. Or wait, sorry, what was the question again? Just to make sure I'm.
Is it normal to remove a fact from a report?
Oh, okay, yeah. No, it's not.
Is it normal for other officers to write statements for other officers?
Objection. Facts not in evidence.
I never.
That's not a
stated fact.
what? Bruh!
Again,
All
I
right,
think
then
this-
relevance. Why are we discussing officers making reports for other officers?
Oh my god.
Well, to the response of facts not in evidence, there actually is an evidence that Mr. Raiker added in a statement for Miss Wolf.
So she's modified it now to relevance. He said.
The relevance is about. Well, we're talking about Mr. Raiker modifying a report, so it seems highly relevant about him modifying a report.
I mean, officers do add in statements for other
response
officers,
to
like
the
as long as they don't
relevance
write
objection
them
was
on
with
their
regard to Mr.
behalf.
Raiker
But
writing
even
statement for
then,
Miss Wolf.
if like an
Then
officer
response
gets
from the defense
injured,
is
another officer might take their statement and add
yes,
it in.
Your Honor.
You know,
There is no proof that he
True.
wrote
That
her
makes sense.
report. He submitted it.
I don't think
but
like
there's
that's
no
a bit
proof
that big of a
he wrote
deal.
it.
Now, if like somebody pretends to be another officer and
counsel
writes a
is
statement, but I
testifying.
don't think that's where they're going with this.
Well, he's not testifying in the question because again, he's just asking. The question is it normal for other officers to write statements for other officers?
Is it normal for
Given
cops to
there
write
is a
reports?
potential allegation that an officer did write
Is
a
it
statement
normal
for another
for
officer, I'll
cops to
find
be on
that it
duty?
is relevant. If he gets into specifics with regard to again your client or writing that particular statement, feel free to object to on any other grounds that you feel are applicable at the time.
Yo, I can tell Tilly is 100% just
Is
like,
it normal for
I
other
don't want to
officers
be
write statements
here.
For other officers, that the objection will be overruled.
Tilly's done. You can tell because she's not saying
then
anything.
relevance. Is it relevant if
Tilly, yeah, she's gonna an hour from now. She's like, "Oh, what's going on? I took a
That'll be
nap."
overruled, if it gets into specific things about your client's.
No, I'm here because like I do want to see what comes out of it, but holy fuck, this is dragging out.
Feel free to re-object on any grounds that are applicable at that time, but this question I'll find is relevant and acceptable.
Okay.
Bill, you can answer that question.
I'm sorry, was it to write a statement or to submit a statement?
To write.
Write a statement? No.
Is it normal for officers to submit a statement for other officers?
If the other officer is deposed, yes.
Okay. In your experience as a sergeant, do you write a lot of reports?
Yes.
Objection relevance.
Foundational.
Take it to the point. That'll be overruled.
Okay.
Now.
Sergeant Belwin, if you go back to a statement you wrote previously, would you think that what you wrote beforehand is more accurate?
Objection speculation.
I'm asking about her experience. It's her mind. It's how she would think.
Yeah, she's not inherently speculating to anybody else or anything. She can answer to her own personal knowledge, and if she doesn't,
So dumb.
All right, sorry. Question one more time.
Yeah, if you look back on a previous statement, would you assume that what you wrote previously was more accurate?
In regards to me, I would say no. There's been a couple of times where I've looked back at a previous report and have remembered details and I've added it.
Have you ever removed things because of that?
I have not.
No further questions.
Thank God. Wait, Tilly, you still have to go up there, right?
Okay, Miss Bell, you may sit down.
Yeah, I still have to go up there.
No, Your Honor.
There's still at least one more Tilly and possibly Cohen if they call him to the stand.
Next witness.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, am I going up there now?
The state has no further witnesses, Your Honor.
Very good. Does the defense have any further witnesses beyond Officer Coyote?
1 moment, Your Honor.
Is it Coyote or Coyote or Coyote? Somebody tell me how to properly pronounce that name.
Coyote.
Change their mind.
Coyote. Very good. Thank
Your Honor, for the record, he's
If they
actually
don't
off
call,
to Diaz.
like, well, like, I don't think Tilly wants to go up there, but if they made Tilly come here and then don't call her, that's such a bad look on their part.
Watch them not call me up there. Watch it.
The court does note the legal name of the witness on the docket, but
I'm gonna
accepts
start
the
slamming on this
reference to
fucking
him throughout the
theory.
proceedings as Officer Coyote as he prefers.
I want Pred to come back so bad. We're due for more rocks. Submission for a stack of rocks inside City Hall. Oh my God.
Your Honor, the defense does not wish to call any additional witnesses at this time.
Fair enough. Oh my goodness.
I'm so sorry.
Are you good?
Are there any
I don't blame her, honestly.
state prepared to proceed to closing arguments, or do you
Do you need one with can we do a bathroom break actually?
Yeah. A brief break in preparation for closings.
potty
We'll take
break.
a 10-minute
Whoa,
break
bro,
in
I didn't
between
expect
time.
that.
Everybody can
Thank
I'm gonna
use the
stare
restroom, go
at
through
Yeah.
what you need to do in the meantime.
my MDT.
We can recess.
Yeah. Holy shit.
What's up, Sage?
This is such a fucking clown fiesta.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what it's like. I've never seen this from them. They're normally pretty concise. I think they're looking for so many different angles. They forgot what angle that they're using as a defense.
Really? Because I thought they were just basically getting snuffed out by a pillow, and they're just grasping for dear life.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That's how it felt like.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's like I don't know where they're going with any of this. The only bits I can pick up is like, okay, they're saying, well, he did it under orders, right? Everything, like maybe distress. Maybe he didn't mean to do these things. Maybe he didn't remember something and altered it. Maybe he. So they're trying to cast so much doubt. But the thing is, it's so surface level that how are they gonna?
It literally says in the report he did it himself. He didn't want to come forward. Like,
yeah.
He literally did the OJ, but before he got acquitted, like,
yeah, he's like the glove fit.
He's like, no, literally, I bought that glove. Here's a receipt. Like, oh my god! And then the constant back and forth, like,
This is like, what was the material of the glove? Where was it purchased from? What country was the glove made in?
Coyote. What was?
I don't know. It was a Chang'an defense. They threw that in there.
What up, guys? What up, Abilene?
You're like, this Mr. K, have your phone number.
Thank you, thank you. I know I haven't seen you
I'm like-
since. I've been taking little breaks here and there.
If
too,
he
though.
says that, I could just
Yeah,
say,
you didn't even let me
well,
know. I had to find out.
you guys, it was an
Saw
active
you in
investigation
chat.
yet. There was no
I'm
references
sorry.
made to Mr. K or anything looked into it or any DNA evidence.
No, I don't think they're actually doing it, but that's what it felt
they're-
like.
It did, but it's kind of like, why would they open that up to get freaking,
They're like,
you know?
Is Coyote a member of Chang'an? I don't know, but let the courts decide.
How could Chang'an do this to us? Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh my God, Jesus. By the way, there was a
This is all
statement.
chain gang.
Yeah. There was a statement that was made by Officer Bell in regards to legislation around like searching all the shit and the FOIAs and stuff. Her references were inapplicable because FOIA legislation came in weeks after this incident.
Yeah.
There was also the question Grace asked, like, would you have pressed criminal charges? And then Bill answered about a completely different situation.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah,
At
Ramen,
Grace's
can
meeting,
you-
would you have pressed charges about the changing of the statement, but instead Bell answered the question about going through Tilly's phone?
Yeah, can you actually point that out in your part of the conclusion? Because I'm cooked. I'm just gonna read off of what I wrote at 3 a.m. and basically
read
ass
what you
blast this
wrote.
entire thing.
Honestly, if I was Cohen, I would appeal this solely on like
inadequate
yeah,
counsel.
yeah.
I
They
thought about
they
motioning
they
for
fucked
for a mistrial
this.
because of it, but yeah. I mean,
Like
the best option should have been plead guilty as soon as it went up, and then he could have been expunged in a week.
Yep.
like,
Yeah, true.
it's kind of crazy how much they did not help him with this.
He's gonna go with the good old classic. But Your Honor, look at my lawyer. I'm doomed.
They called 2 sidebars
Wait.
because they didn't get the answer they liked.
Yeah.
Didn't they call 3 or 4 sidebars total?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but one of them was because I objected and they didn't like the objection.
I don't know where
Roman
they
walked
would
away.
be standing, like complaining about an objection. I feel like the court case turned into. Sometimes I'll go on a court case, and those who aren't paying attention, I feel sometimes count the amount of objections and base how good a court case is on the amount.
The amount of objections, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just like, none of that. I don't know. It's just it's doing it for the sake of doing it. It like breaks up the. I don't know. It's frustrating.
Like sometimes I object just to break up their flow and like rattle them, which I think happened 2 times in here. Then like there's a lot of times where I think, yeah, I could object to that, but what's the point?
Yeah.
Look at you.
True.
Being Kyle Pred, according to the statements made in evidence.
No, it's a good tactic. It's a very good tactic. Oh my God! Do you see these people that came through?
I'm gonna go beat the shit out of some locals.
The guys in the is that another rock?
Oh yeah, did they just waste Tilly's
Oh,
time?
speaking. Wait, how the
Yeah,
timing? What the fuck?
They called Tilly.
thrown at you, by the way.
MDT marshals, we just got somebody coming in again. There's another rock here.
Oh my
they
God!
called Tilly as a
No
witness,
way! What the
and
fuck?
then didn't call her.
Wait,
Mayor,
bro.
second rock is at
What
courtroom.
the fuck? How? How?
I feel like that should.
How the
that should be,
timing?
like noted. She waited here the whole time.
Yeah, we don't
and they-
talk about the third one.
What? We
Does
don't
this
talk
shit
about
normally take this long?
The third rock.
Oh,
These court
no,
cases.
but is the judge aware? Like they called her as a witness, and
Someone
then she
clip
waited
that.
the
Yeah,
whole
that's
time?
insane.
I'm gonna bring it up after the case.
That's like super
We're also
unfair
bringing
to
the
her.
fact that they waited a week to get motioned on as counsel, delayed it by a week to buy some time, and then within 10 minutes of motioning onto the case, by the way, Your Honor, can we have a pretrial hearing? I know, like within 10 minutes, I'm gonna make all these objections. We just need to do a pretrial hearing, try to like basically
It took them a
bombard
week
us.
to add counsel, and then 10 minutes after they were added, they had all these motions. When the thing you should do is add your counsel and then let them,
Bro, that's fucking crack.
add the counsel right away.
That
so
is
things can get
fucking
moving.
crack, dude.
Will a judge ever punish them for excessive obstructions? Or
We'll see.
Back up. Back up.
Possible.
Back up. Back
Alright,
up.
Jesus.
So if you see anyone coming in,
Thank
just let them know.
So forceful about it.
It's funny that Roman said, "Oh, so underhanded tactics," as he walked off, thinking he was slick, saying that shit under his breath.
Oh, can I go on the deputies over here, please? On me. See this rock here?
Oh wait, I could do that. Oh wait, no, I'm a lawyer.
Hey, Can we get a DNA check on that rock? Colin, it was thrown at the judge.
Remy.
They're getting DNA from a rock.
Yeah. Also, of Grace jump into the conclusion, like when I was just asking general questions.
Bruce,
She
that
did
rock
the
it
whole
has
same
DNA on it.
Tilly, would you say your time has been
What did
wasted?
Bruce do? Yes, it has. It has been wasted.
It's a real shame.
Yep.
Are they fucking with you just because you have that civil case?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Wait, who's fucking with her?
Let's
The
call her up as a
defense.
witness. Actually, never mind.
Right.
I couldn't.
Imagine if I
He-
had something to do today and I took this time out of my day to be here.
To be a bailiff, and the court case just happened to start at 4:30 in the morning.
What?
Man.
You don't know the half of what. If you think any of this is corrupt, you don't know the half of it. There's a lot new shit that popped up earlier today.
Mr.
Yeah.
Chavez, I wanted to ask you, when were those contested? The previous like ballots. When were those contested exactly?
2 weeks ago. It was so we submitted it on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? As we were getting them done. Tuesday they were fully submitted. Wednesday 6 got contested back to back in the evening.
Wait, so how close to like the time limit were those contested?
Immediately. Which is why we believe it was coordinated. And there's other lines of relationships that were found, and they're all related. They're all in communication.
Okay.
They all. I have people that came to me that witnessed who was signing it, what the conversations were pertaining to. There was 2 buckets. There was the one that Ursa was leading up that got signatures. Most of that conversation took place in the stall area, and the other set throughout the police department openly. So and I've law enforcement officers that told me who it was, blah da 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 da, and we still do not actually know what the contest, who did it. Like, I mean, we know, but we can't. Like, it's not official, right?
Okay.
And we actually don't have it written as to what the reasoning is. So, in theory,
So
let's
even if
say
you want to repost it, you can't even make modifications.
Yeah. What do you like? What do you? The way that it should work is anyone in the public should be able to contest, right? But it should turn into a hearing where they display their reasoning for, and then there should be a form of arbitration, right? Like, there's been cases where, like, we are working with folks, and they'll be like, "Well, we don't really like this line; it's leaving." So, yeah, we'll go edit it. You know what I mean? Like, we agree, arbitrate on it, and then if there's a disagreement, then put it up to vote. But having the entire thing is fucking dumb as shit. It's as simple as that.
The reason why I asked is because a few weeks ago, somebody approached me and asked if like contesting was anonymous and whatnot, or if like somebody could do it on another person's behalf if they want to contest it. It was like a really odd question, but I didn't think most of it because I was focused on this case.
Yeah.
So I went to Oblivion. But
I don't even know how they technically verify it.
Right.
Yeah, Blink.
Well, they were asking questions like, "Oh, like, can somebody do this on their behalf? Do they be in Blaine County do this?" And blah blah blah. It's just.
So it says
it's a
that
weird shit.
taxes get paid on the 1st and the 15th of every month.
Oh.
Then food stalls pay every week. So
So
they
one
just
sec.
pay like.
We're removing all
so-
that.
That's
Oh,
getting
okay.
removed, but that
Yeah.
stall thing you're talking about is not a tax. That would be considered a fee.
Yeah.
Created in
Oh,
legislation. Right.
Okay.
The
So is that basically the vendor's license fee thing?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
our
they
way
do?
to get rid of all the absentee stalls. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
But
all right.
Well, Abilene, you want to tell them why we're getting rid of it all?
It's
yeah.
Well, the public trust is more important, and it creates a lot of layers of intricacy that we don't exactly think the city is equipped to handle properly without it creating more disorder and confusion unnecessarily. And we're gonna come up with different, more creative ways to charge just flat fees for different things in the city, because that's kind of the language everyone can understand.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just asking because like in the food still says they pay every week, whereas the tax thing says 1st and 15th. So I just wanted to clear that, but yeah, makes more sense now.
Yeah, keep your eye out. Taxes going away, different kinds of fees.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey Tony, did you ever touch on what lawyer Sucks called and what that lawyer said to him about this?
They Judge Adams blocked.
You said blocked?
He blocked it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey Robin, did you did you take a look at the conclusion I wrote up?
I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
There's been a fire court case. Yeah, it should be public arbitration in front of a court or a magistrate.
Wait, where does it say that? Does it say that in Bell's report?
You guys come here.
That last sentence about.
I enjoy court
Yeah,
cases
At the end, at the end, it's a
Yeah.
direct quote.
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, there's something.
Not all. This one's very draggy though.
I don't think that they actually mentioned anything about the whole reason that we're here.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Literally at the end of the statement.
Is everybody here? What are we waiting for? I don't understand.
What is their intention, by the way, with this rock DNA shit? Because what are they going to prove? Like, he had possession of a rock at some point in time.
I don't know how I missed this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
They were so quick for the rock, dude. They
All we
grabbed
have
that
to do
rock,
is
hurry,
read
there's DNA on it.
Jesus.
We gotta go run.
Bag it up quick.
I don't want any of this to be a surprise
So
to PD
fresh.
Command. I think now that I know a mistake was made, and the right thing to do is to come forward about it. I think Cornwall was aware of at least what Slacks did to some degree. As to whether or not he informed this command, I don't know. He literally says that. That's why I wrote such a long ass question, because I said, look at this, now look at this, now look at this. There's two contradictions.
What are we waiting for though? Like, are we waiting for something? Because everyone's here, no?
I could not tell you.
They said it was a recess, probably because it's been a minute.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Can I say the irony is the fact that he said this, but yet here he is pleading the fifth, or just standing there not guilty.
Robin, you about ready? Or Tony, whichever one.
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Over there,
Got a
or
tag
like
team like the
iPad
Hardy
kids that
Boys.
are all grown
All
up.
right, fair enough.
Oh my
Give
god.
me the ladders.
Yeah.
Ready to proceed?
They've been
He's
on their
mad.
tablets the whole time.
They do look like iPad kids.
Grace,
They're
sorry, I
playing
can't
with
hear
a
you. You said
rock.
something.
No, I didn't say anything, but I'm ready, Your Honor.
All right.
Very good. State can proceed. Oh, sorry. Court is back in session for the matter of the people versus Raiker. We're now moving to closing arguments, and the state may present its closing argument when you're ready.
Yep, we're doing it this evening.
Your Honor, people of the court, today we have seen an egregious breach of trust for the public and a blatant disregard for the sanctity of our legal system.
Wait, are you not going up?
We have seen through evidence and testimony,
No, I'm
including
not
his
going
own
up.
confession, that Raiker
Oh.
did in fact
They said they
violate
didn't
Tilly
want me to
Winch's
come up.
rights to
Oh,
the case
oh,
by
oh,
searching the date on her
Sorry.
SIM card.
Losing.
You okay?
No.
However, that's not entirely why we are here today. No, we are here because Raiker abused his privileges as an LSPD officer to conceal any wrongdoing in multiple report edits, as seen in the people's evidence of log history and specific edits he made before Kyle Pred was down Riker's throat and removing details after FOIA, a FOIA request to submit to court was, after FOIA to submit to court was requested. Defense attempts to make an argument about making changes during a FOIA request. However, this is in regards to adding additional details when new facts are discovered. The change is not there for officers to remove details and conceal their actions, especially when their actions are a clear violation, civil rights violation. In the People's C, he contradicted himself multiple times, stating that he did put the SIM card in his phone and search the contact list. Then goes on later on the report to confess to Bell he still can't remember that doing that 5 to 6 weeks ago, and then took the details of him handling and searching the SIM cards out of the report, and then ends the report by stating, now that I do remember the whole situation, a mistake was made, and the right thing to do is to come forward about it. Raiker tells his own command that he did that, but he actually didn't remember doing that. But then he does remember it and wants to come clean after then Marshall Pred deep down his throat about this incident, and a civil case was brought against him.
About how deep he was.
Yeah.
Furthermore, in the People's C, Raiker acknowledges and states that the report for the incident gets FOIA'd by Kit, evidence for a court case. So I needed to write a statement for it. We clearly see in the People's F that he already had a statement written in the report on the 19th, and according to the People's E, the interview with then Marshall Pred happened on July 20th. The only thing that actually happened, as shown by the evidence, was that Raiker concealed his action by removing from his statement that stated Raiker placed the SIM into his phone, and Raiker then removed the SIM from his phone and handed it back to Slacks. This is clearly concealing his action.
Yep.
And he himself in the people see
Yep.
acknowledged that the FOIA was evidence for a court case. By the letter of the law, he has clearly committed evidence tampering and fully aware that this evidence was to be submitted into a court case, qualifying him for perjury. It's ironic that towards the end of this confession, Raiker stated at the end of People See, I almost feel like I should have then have them call me to the stand instead of Slacks to tell them what happened. Because at the end of the day, what they alleged happened, or what they alleged happened.
There you have it, Your Honor. Peoples of the court. Confession straight from Mr. Raiker to Miss Bell under no type of pressure, duress, anything. If the defense is going to try and now spin an argument of misremembering, and of course officers can add to their statement when a FOIA request is made, but removing? No, that's not quite the case. I will refer Your Honor in the courts to the idea of contemporaneous notes, the idea that notes written at the time are generally more accurate to what actually happened. The further you get from an incident, the less you remember. The regular person, the average person, the reasonable person looks at a statement, sees it, reads it and goes, oh yeah, that did happen. They don't go, I don't remember that happening, so let me take it out. And it's just quite convenient that the thing Mr. Raiker removed is the only thing that would remove culpability from himself in a civil case. He remembered everything else in that statement, but just the parts about the sim? I find that odd. It's like looking at a picture of you from your four-year-old birthday party in a suit dressed as Wolverine and saying, I don't remember that. This must never have happened. That's just ridiculous. So now the defense is going to try and spin a narrative probably filled with mistruths and obfuscations, and well, let's hope they didn't take any advice from Mr. Raiker because he was very sloppy and has been caught in this instance. Thank you.
Well done.
Closing when you're ready.
Watch her try to object.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the court, just as predicted in our opening statement, the prosecution has failed to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Mr. Raiker's actions meet the definitions of the charges being pressed against him here today. We won't go over all of the evidence again piece by piece, but we'll simply point out a few items of note to conclude our case. Firstly, the charge of perjury doesn't fit because Mr. Raiker didn't testify today here under oath. He also states in multiple reports that he was trying to recall the events to the best of his ability, which fails to meet the burden of proof that Mr. Riker submitted to the court a statement he quote, knows not to be true. In multiple paragraphs in report 10097, he talks about trying to remember things properly, etc. As for the charge of evidence tampering, actually, hold on. Along with the perjury, Officer Bell, the state's witness herself, stated that her initial statement in her report is not always the best. Over time, she learns more and changes things.
Yeah, but she also stated it was accurate.
If Mr. Riker doesn't remember doing something, then he should take it out of a report, plain and simple.
No, the fuck he shouldn't.
Leaving it in, if he doesn't remember it, could also be seen as being hiding the truth.
What? No, you fucking
As for the
amend.
charge of evidence
Motion for a
tampering,
directed verdict. They just said he's guilty regardless.
All right, let her finish her motions after the fact, okay? Let's not interrupt closing. You can continue.
Your Honor, can we have a sidebar, please?
What?
I'm not gonna lie, Tilly. I think it's over. Like, I think it's, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's GG.
What is this, the pit sidebar?
I think this is GG. That sidebar kind of set the tone.
We can have a sidebar and talk about it.
The sidebar is going nowhere. Holy shit.
There's no way.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody sidebar during their own closing statement.
So while it's not inherently against procedure, it is uncommon for objections to be heard during closing arguments. Absent exigent circumstances where her continuing her closing is going to unreasonably burden one side or the other. I strongly prefer and suggest in the future objections
Honestly, there's a part of me that wants to tell Cohen to appeal this on the basis of inadequate counsel.
That would be funny as shit, to be
Because
honest.
this is just unfair to him, honestly. Like, I know he did that shit, but this is unfair.
I genuinely, with everything that I thought they begrudgingly took this case. I think they wanted this case, and that's what's to me kind of scary.
Hello, Mr. Well, you know when people say who is this, like to make sure it's not really that person, because they don't want to get it wrong.
I hate that argument of, well, I could have objected, but I didn't. I was like, well, tough shit.
Yeah, that's on you.
Take a moment to recompose if necessary, and feel free to continue whenever you're ready.
Thank you. Excuse me, we're having a trial here. Can you take your conversation outside, please? I can hear you and it's distracting. Please take it outside.
Yeah, if you're gonna have a conversation, at least step back from the bar so that the attorneys can focus on what they're trying to do here.
Hey, we on the LSPD side are taking refugees. If anyone wants to come on this side over here.
Oh yeah, I'm against perjury.
Oh, good shit.
I don't
man.
stand for perjury.
I don't think anybody does. Bruce.
I think these are orange heels. That might explain it.
With the court's permission, I'm going to backtrack a little bit.
Sorry, I'm kind of like dazed out a little
The charge
bit.
of perjury doesn't fit because Mr. Raiker didn't testify here today under oath. He also states in multiple reports that he was trying to recall the
It literally
events
does
to the best
fit
of his
because
ability,
officers'
which
testimony
fails
is
to meet the burden of
considered,
proof
or
that
officer
Mr.
statements and
Riker
reports
submitted
is
to the court
considered
a statement
testimony.
that he, quote, knows not to be true.
And if they want to go that route, then not a single
As for the
officer's
charge of
statement should ever be
tampering,
considered
I meant to say
testimony
Los
moving forward.
Santos,
has
but
not
I
been
said
established by the prosecution
oh
beyond a
fuck.
reasonable doubt.
Oh fuck, man.
Marshal Angel's statements in report 10138
Then we're gonna end up having
are
very long court
speculatory in
cases.
nature, and the conclusions reached show a clear bias against the defendant.
Well, yes, she's the prosecutor. She's inherently biased.
She states that while she was reviewing the report 8296, that Raiker made edits to his statements, and she says, quote, to remove potentially incriminating information, unquote. Also, she says later on that the report had a prior FOIA request denied on July 13th for, quote, the premise of being an active investigation.
Who's she? Is that me? Is she talking about me?
These are merely speculation and are not proof of Mr. Riker's guilt.
She is.
Furthermore, the prosecution's insistence that Mr. Riker's statement in the People's A was evidence before it was successfully FOIA'd and posted to the
Who's
docket is
Mistress
flawed.
Raiker?
Defense Exhibit A proves that Mr. Raiker was not the officer who denied the initial FOIA. Therefore, he was not the individual making the report unavailable for the judicial proceedings.
I don't know who she
If the marshals,
is.
the LSPD, and or the Department of Justice wish to make changes to the penal code or officer SOPs to prevent something like this from happening again in the future, that's their prerogative. But punishing someone criminally in a retroactive manner for something that was not illegal at the time
Okay.
sets a dangerous precedent for the very fabric
Okay.
of our Constitution and the
I do
successful
agree
future
with
of
her
our
on that
state.
point, though.
Therefore, we ask the court to find Mr. Raiker not guilty of all charges. Thank you.
Yeah.
Why suggest they change things if you did nothing wrong?
But the thing is, nothing did change. It was fucking illegal
Yeah.
fucking 5 months ago.
Okay.
Hey guys, we didn't do anything wrong, but you should probably change the legislation though. You don't want
Yeah.
We didn't do anything wrong.
Thank you, defense.
was nothing
So
changed
what's
in the
gonna happen now
Yeah,
is
it didn't need to
it's,
change.
unorthodox.
Yeah, it was illegal under both.
The overwhelming amount of evidence in this case, as well as some evidence and testimony that took place in depositions prior to this matter being heard.
That wasn't me.
This court finds that there is going to be an extended review period needed to take a look at all the evidence and reach a verdict. Therefore, at the election of the prosecution and defense, we can do this one of two ways. We can either set.
I think it's because they're going to be charging him based on the previous
or the
Constitution and laws, is my guess.
I'll let you all
Which makes
confer and
sense.
Speak about
This incident took
avenue
place
you prefer.
before July
But,
3rd.
it is going to take a moment to review all of this. I am also still awaiting a bit of evidence of the testimony that was provided under deposition to Justice Adams. So once that has been provided and all of the evidence can be reviewed accordingly, like I said, we can either schedule a follow-up hearing in which the verdict can be read, or the verdict will be posted on the docket.
Oh, the tampering. Oh, you're right. You're right. I forgot about that.
Monday around this time works for us, assuming you'll be done by then.
Should be, assuming I get what I need from Adams.
Yeah, I'll be
What
around
about-
Monday. That'll be my last day in the city before obligations.
Transformers movie that was like close to 4
Um,
hours. Yeah.
Defense
Won't
does
be here
a hearing on Monday for the
this
verdict
time.
sound reasonable and okay to you?
204 less.
Mr. Riker would prefer to have it posted to the docket.
Of course he would. That fucking pussy.
Wait, what?
Is he not available on Monday?
Like,
Don't know. I didn't ask.
he's still gonna have to go to jail. Regardless of whether or not it goes to the
Bro's
docket.
never gonna go
Wait,
to jail.
fuck
That would
that.
give him
This
the
is a
opportunity
fucking
to run
public
from
court
his
case for a
charges if he's
reason.
found guilty. We wouldn't agree with that.
That's true.
Sounds like a flight risk.
It most of the time, always
Okay.
is.
Well, that's what gets the money, you know? That's what makes money.
Assuming I can get the evidence in time, I would like to schedule a hearing and deliver a verbal verdict. I will do my best to do so on the docket, assuming I get the information in time.
Wait, who the fuck is the
Otherwise,
marshal here? The only
if,
marshal I know is you.
I don't get it and I'm not able to render a verdict in the time for
You said all of-
What's up?
Tony to be back or Tony to be available. If
Oh, I
he's
see.
gone,
They have it on
then
their vests. It says
essentially we'll just post it on the
Nice.
docket, and if there is a guilty verdict, a warrant can be issued accordingly.
Oh, come on,
We'll go
man.
from there. I appreciate everybody's
Will it
time
be a
today. I
forever
apologize
warrant?
for our inability to deliver a verdict immediately. It's just the nature and circumstances of this case, the amount of evidence that has been collected thus far, and like I said,
And
the
remind
testimony
me,
that
what
was
did you do
given
again?
in deposition under another justice that I still need to collect and review.
What's up?
So at this time, go ahead.
Your Honor, what?
Yep.
Sorry to interrupt you. What time was it on Monday you were looking for, so I can confirm Mr. Riker's availability?
I'll confirm on the docket, but ideally the same time as today. So roughly right after the storm there, about 2:30 p.m. Eastern.
Not yet.
Not yet. Is that Charles?
Yeah, that's Charles.
Oh. Okay.
Not schedule it at storm again.
Yeah, it's been like 2 months, bro. I just gave
It's
up.
not ideal.
Charles, this is Vinny, if I haven't properly introduced you.
Hey, I Vinny. think- Yeah, what's up, Charles? I think.
Like I said,
yeah,
feel free to
we
confirm
can
availability.
do
We'll
one
take care of that on the
all
docket.
puzzles on the
This
wall
time,
there.
court is
Yeah.
adjourned.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time today.
Yeah,
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Let me get both parties counsel real quick.
Wait, how do I still have my?
That was
Oh.